Hello, hello! Happy Wednesday! Yeah, Oh, yes! Oh, my throne alert's broken too. Let me just hide that. Yeah, I think there's some... I think there's something wrong with my PC. Anyway, let me say hello first. Hey, Andrew! Hey, Unlimited Stick! Let me see. Hey, Nightmare! Hello! And Beef Bowl! Quack! Looking lucid. Thank you. Yeah, so... Apparently... So, I've been having some really weird issues with, running out of RAM, and... Of course you do.
Of course you do.
I've been having some weird issues the past few days with, like, running out of RAM and, like, programs just closing and stuff. Apparently, when So I had this happen twice, actually, while I was getting ready. I loaded up, did I complete the 11th hour? Yes. And we got the best ending, somehow. But, oh my god, that game was a trial. Right, won't make the computer work better. Well, won't seem as big of a deal if you drink enough. I do have... I'm also... It's another one of those days where I'm, like, wired and tired because I haven't napped, but I do have coffee. It was supposed to be a blueberry cobbler, which just basically means they put, like, the butter pecan flavoring and some blueberry, but I think they forgot the blueberry, so it's mostly just... I think it's just butter pecan. But it's pretty good. Oh, so I was saying... So yeah, when I was getting ready for stream, I was loading up my usual programs, and, like, as I would start up one, another one would crash. So, like, I turned on OBS, and then, VTube Studio crashed, and just closed. Like, no errors, no nothing, it just died. So I restarted that, and I guess when I started up, Battle.net, it crashed my stream avatars, which is why the beans weren't there. And it didn't even let me know, it just closed. Does that make me twerk if I'm tired and wired? I don't know. There's probably a word for it. I have an energy drink, no desire to sleep at a normal time, let's do this. Yeah, I'm assuming that nothing else blows up, I want to try and get through the rest of Act 1. Did you start my computer in safe mode? No, I didn't get a chance to do that yet. I'm low-key scared that when I do, it won't turn back on again. I would say it's just me being paranoid, but I also know my computers very well, and they're fine when they're on. They struggle turning back on once, like, an update, like, forces them to shut down or something. So, I tend to hesitate about, like, shutting them off. Because, yes, I never turn my computers off. I'm part of that, like, that old school camp of, like, that believes it's better for the computer to leave them on. Something seriously wrong if that's what you're worried about. My theory, my working theory right now, is that after that, like, freeze that, like, killed my PSU, I think I extended the life of my PC by getting a new one. But I think I think some other piece of hardware was affected, and it's starting to, like, reach the end of its life cycle early because of that freaking, that negative cold that really hurt my PC. Of course you do. Hey, Kiwi!
Of course you do.
Also, hey, Syrup! How are you doing? As long as nothing bad happens to any of my favorite characters throughout the rest of Act 1, I'll love this stream. Let's see, time to play Reanimator. Hope you've been well, Lucid. I've been well! Hey, Pain! How are you doing, too? Yeah, aside from the computer weirdness, it's definitely motivated me to work harder on getting stuff moved over my other PC, but it's definitely something I'm worried about. But look at this, look at... Here, let me show. OBS is there's something weird. Not that Frontal's broken here, too. Look, OBS is apparently using 40% of my GPU. There's something wrong. That's not right. That's really weird. And another thing is, like, look at this. Putting in order of, like, RAM. The highest thing is only using not even a gig of RAM, but it's saying I only have 50% of my memory available. When I have Chrome on, it's also using, like, a little over a gig. And it says like 60% like usage, and I'm like, where? Where is it going? Or, like, even my CPU. Like, look at this. 12%, 9%. Why is it at 50% almost? What is happening? None of these values make any sense. And, like, I checked my, like, system information, and it still sees all of my RAM. So, like, because keep in mind, I have 32 gigs of RAM. This doesn't make any sense. The new update screws something up? No, I don't think it's been a... No, let's see, there's a pending Windows update right there. No, I don't think it's been an update. And, like, I haven't updated OBS in forever either. I'm still on version 28.0.1. Are my settings totally busted? Like... Settings. Output. Video... Like, I went back up... I did go back up to 1920 by 1080. But still, that still does not explain this to me. There's definitely something weird. I don't know what it is, but something is not right. Advanced. What's my... Let's see. Wait a minute. That's not right. Why did that change? Hold on. This says that my renderer is Direct 3D. Isn't that supposed to be... Isn't that not right? Isn't that supposed to be something else? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be... Hold on, am I going insane? It won't let me, like, look at the options right now, but isn't that supposed to be the one that's, like, in Vank or something? I think something did change without my knowledge or desire. I'm bothered and concerned. Hold on. I'm using Microsoft Edge right now while I have OBS up, just because I'm afraid of, like, Chrome making things crash and burn. OBS. Inbank. Pretty sure that's where you're supposed to do the encoding stuff, is under that. Oh god, it's crashing. Oh no! Microsoft Edge can't handle existing either. Well, never mind that. Hold on. I think something did get changed here, because I don't think that's right. Output. Oh, no, that's under my encoder. Okay, but I'm still thinking that renderer is not right. What question you want to look up? Using... like 2 gigabytes when it's running? 2 gigs of what, RAM? For OBS? That's high, but it's mostly this GPU value that's, like, weirding me out. We can Google for you? The stream's ruined? No. No, it's... Well, tell you what. Enough of my freaking out over the values. Let's try starting up the game and see if it just decides to get along with the game. Let's screw it. Let's see if things just crash. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe. I'm excited for this. Is it gonna play? Game? Hello? I pressed play. I hit play. What the fuck? Okay, we're going back over here. Something weird's happening. Or not happening. Here, I play the music so there's something in the background while I'm trying to figure out what is happening. Hold on. Put my task manager over here so I can see if the process even tries to start. Yeah, that's what I'm checking right now. Okay, I press play. OBS just blinked. That's weird. If this ends up, for the record, if this does end up being a bust, then I guess I'll end up spending the rest of my evening trying to... Unknown exception. OBS browser page application error. Uh-oh. Wait, we had this last time we were trying to play Diablo 3. I remember. My activity feed just crashed. Am I still live? Am I still live? Okay. Well, my activity feed just crashed, which makes me think that, OBS might be in trouble. Because this, was the foreboding thing that happened right before it crashed last time. It was my chat before that died. This time it's my activity feed. Yeah, OBS is... Something really weird's happening with OBS. And I don't know if it's... Although... If I'm experiencing this without OBS, I think it might be just a hardware thing, not a software thing. Like... Oh no. The resolution on the stream keeps changing. I'm worried my GPU might be dying. It's at 480p? I'm hoping this isn't a sign that my GPU is dying, because if it can't handle encoding and, like, a browser at the same time, that's bad. Because it used to be fine just, like, a couple months ago. But that cold... those negative temps might have killed its lifespan. That... Oh, please no. Well, let me try again. Maybe... Oh, it looks like it wants to launch. My activity feed's still dead, but... maybe that's fine. I say knocking on wood until OBS just crashes entirely. Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay, so I think everything's okay. I started the game first before going live to see if that would help. Maybe the startup process for the game or something was like making things worse. It looks like things are stable. OBS is still taking up 20% of my GPU. I lowered it down to 720p, and I also I lowered my bitrate by about 500. I think it's stable. I guess we won't know until we try to play, huh? But yeah, I'm here. Hey Syrup, hey Andaru, hey Kiwi. Here, I'll post in Discord that things look like they're good. But we'll try. Let's see, okay. We're back up for now. Sweat. Yeah, because I'm hoping it'll stay stable, but you know, at this point, who knows? Okay, message sent. I didn't even start up Discord. I didn't even open a browser. Nothing. Just basically only my stream stuff and the game. So I don't know. We're gonna have to just cross our fingies. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh God. I saw it coming too, didn't I? I called it. I'm like, something's gonna happen. It's gonna crash. I felt it as soon as I saw that activity feed die on OBS. I'm like, oh no, it's gonna happen. But yeah, so for those of you who weren't aware of what was happening, after OBS and literally everything crashed at once, I restarted my computer, I let the Windows update do its thing just in case, and messed with some OBS settings. It tried to run a memory test. I forgot that when I was trying to diagnose what the issue was, I said my computer do a memory test, a memory diagnostic on restart, so I had to cancel that. Everything working properly now? I think so? I hope so. We're kind of just assuming so. We're gonna wing it. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Maybe it'll be fine. Well, I guess we'll have to find out if it just crashes again. If it crashes again, then that'll be it for the night, and I will just focus on diagnosing things. But we'll find out shortly. Yeah!
Want some rye?
Of course you do. I could definitely
Of course you do.
I'm taking a sip of coffee. We're cheering you on. Thank you. So yeah, hopefully things will just be fine. And nothing bad will happen. Knock, knock on, you know, my wooden desk. But I hope it's not the worst case scenario, that it's like the GPU is bad or something's... I hope if it's something replaceable, I hope it's like RAM or something that's like affordable to replace. Not a big part. Don't knock and break the desk. It's a pretty sturdy desk, actually. Just glad you're back. I'm glad to be back. Alright, let's attempt to... Also, did I say hi, Wabbit? Hey, Wabbit. Hello. Anyone else I didn't say hi to? Hello. Happy streaming. Alright. Let's get into the game, and I'm staring at OBS's frame rate, and I'm very paranoidly looking to see if anything crashes. Because the weird thing was, when Stream Avatars and VTube Studio crashed, it was very quiet again. Like, no errors, no nothing. They just were gone. So it, like, very sneakily crashed. Alright. You're on your way out anyways, it's okay? Oh, okay. Hope you have a great rest of your night, then. Hopefully you'll be fine for the rest of the night. I'll watch the VOD. Yeah, yeah. And like usual, I always, will upload the VODs. Oh, that's right, I'm ignoring my all the Paragon points. Endless Paragon points. But yeah, speaking of the VOD channel, I made some updates to...
Stay a while and listen.
Skararquit just resubscribed for 19 months. 19 months, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Skara. 19 months. Holy moly. You're getting close to 2 years right there. Holy moly, already. Hi, let's go. Yeah, hope you're having a great Wednesday. Oh, so yeah, I did some little minor updates to the VOD channel, some reorganization, so things should be a little easier to find. I'm gonna throw stuff at you, though, for not taking care of your computer. What? Like, it's not necessarily my fault. Things got really fucky after that, like, that flash freeze. It kind of fucked with my PC a lot. The only hardware that I replaced after that was my PSU, and I think that helped considerably. But if my GPU or CPU were affected, I might be screwed. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It might be fine. Maybe. That's for future me to worry about, I guess.
I hear you are going to the fields.
One more time.
It was a place of great beauty before the dirty Khazra fouled it with their presence. Kill some of them.
Yeah, have a good rest of your night,
will you?
Rabbit. Let's not worry about it. Yeah, let's just not worry about it. Let's see, what were we doing plot-wise? Oh, we were looking for the Khazra Den. I remember. We're going this way. This way. I remember. Alright. Yeah, I think we were literally on the way to the Khazra Den when I crashed. I think I remember now. Cursed. Very cursed. How's the volume, by the way? Is it too loud? I know the sound effects in this game especially are mixed very loud. Have a great evening. It feels like so long since I've seen your vamp model. Really? Has it been a while since you've seen a... Well, I guess I very frequently this year have done Monday streams, but Monday or Wednesday streams? I guess it kind of has, hasn't it? Which, speaking of my vamp model, I'm working on... because I'm insane, and I can never, you know, keep myself from starting new projects and stuff. I'm working on a summer slash kind of a video game cosplay outfit for June for this model. I'm gonna for June. Isn't that insane? I'm gonna try and do an entire outfit for this model in a month. I'm not crazy. No, it's definitely doable. I'm not insane. I was visiting the US so I could catch a bunch of streams, but got back to the UK. I missed a lot. Aww. I hope your travels were safe, though. Look. I realized that, you know, out of all the bazillions of projects I'm working on, that one of them is a little more time-sensitive than the others, and I don't want to end up being late again for a season, because I keep accidentally making, like, my fall outfit finished by winter, or my summer outfit finished by fall. So I'm like, maybe I should try and actually finish a summer outfit by summer. Damn it. But, you know, time keeps on slipping into the future. So now I only have a month to do it. That's fine. It's not fine, but you know it's fine. I mean, what are you gonna do? Gotta spend a lot of time seeing my long distance. Oh, that's cute!
Not
That's
enough
sweet!
essence.
I'm glad you did. Let's see.
He died recently.
Not that one.
Whatever killed him must be nearby.
Oh my god, it's
I
leapers.
need essence.
I'm keep staring at my frame rate. It seems to be stable. I think we're okay. How's the quality since I lowered it the bit rate and the quality down to 720? Summer dress? Not exactly. Hey, Skull Baby! I pinched and Mia's awakey. Well, welcome to the liminal dream while being awake. You're like half asleep. You're like awake and asleep at the same time. It's an interesting liminal state of wakefulness. Looks good to me. Phew, good. But I hope you're having a good night. I hope you're having a good night or day, Skull Baby. I'm a little, not gonna lie, I'm a little disoriented because OBS and everything has been like crashing all over the place today, and I'm like paranoid. Dancing on my body? No!
Not enough essence.
Don't celebrate my demise like that. No. Stream seems good. Okay. I'm worried. I'm like, if things look smooth, maybe I don't need to worry. Maybe we're just fine. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're all fine here. Let me turn this down a little bit. One of the benefits of using a Vroid model, a lot faster, make a new outfit. Is it? I guess there's a lot like more free options and stuff. Cause yeah, like I've already have half the concept done for my outfit. It's basically it's gonna be the actual drawing and rendering and actually rigging it that's gonna be. But yeah, I guess for Vroid, you basically only have to worry about like editing textures, right? OBS will be the one to defeat Lucid, the true victor. My true nemesis, OBS. Or maybe just my, maybe just my hardware. Because maybe it's not OBS. Maybe it's something. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Where is the den? It's gonna be somewhere around here. Because this map ain't that big. We love having to fix technical difficulties live. We'll do it live. God. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Have to celebrate every demise. This is a necromancer stream.
Move.
Move. You're right, this is basically par for the course. The stream itself is undead. Does that make me a necromancer resurrecting a dead stream?
Opponent.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's hardware malfunction. Oh, that's the same thing. The joke just writes itself.
My power has grown.
Maybe it's Maybelline? Moo.
Do not fear the end.
Boom. Quick. Look at the little moves.
Want some rye?
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Be that rye bread, or like the drink rye, or what other things you can make with rye. Where is this den? I know it's gonna be around here somewhere. Oh, it's probably gonna be off to the left. Alcohol. In all caps. She's a head turner. So what have you all been up to today? I've mostly been working. Working on that outfit, basically. That's been like the past couple days for me. Because that's basically, if I want to get it done by, by the end of the month, that's basically all I can work on right now. Oh, and TFT. I've been playing that between, basically, because my attention span is hot garbage. Between any, like, bit of accomplishment that I make on my drawing, I have to be, like, distracted immediately, so I go to do, like, a ranked match of TFT. Which I'm pretty close already to finishing the battle pass for this, this set? Yeah, that's what they're called, sets. Also, did I say hey, Starries? Hello, Starries! I'm forgetting who I've said hi to. Had a lovely trip to the dump. I hope that was a lovely trip. You can, depending on the how the dump is, you can find some pretty decent stuff. I've been to some that were actually kind of pretty organized and had like whole rooms dedicated to like PC hardware and stuff. A little troubleshooting from my mom's stream and now Splatoon. Ooh, hope you're having fun with Splatoon. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be like a big it was like a Legend of Zelda tie-in or something like that, right? Which, that's coming out like next week, right? That's gonna be huge! That's gonna be like the big gaming release for... Oh god, there's a bunch coming out, aren't there? There's like a bunch of releases happening like around the same time.
That glow. I must be near a piece of the sword.
Yes, I finally found it. Let's see. Have to use up my vacation time since accounting counts as an expense on the book, so I have Wednesdays off in May. Ooh, nice. That's so interesting that you have like you have to take like mandatory time off. I guess I'm at a company that has like unlimited PTO, but that's kind of it's kind of a trap. Because when you have unlimited PTO, you feel less motivated to use it.
Kill her.
It's at least not like the case where it's like, they say you have unlimited PTO, but is it really? Like, it kind of is, but like, the psychology of it, you know, gets to you. Mini weekend in the middle of the week? Yeah! You get to rest midway through the week. That's the ideal.
Ritual. Magda will be here soon. It is turning.
So we've heard of a Magda. Gee, I wonder if that's some really cool enemy.
The sword piece.
Who are you to take what is mine?
Oh wait, it's
belongs
a
to
butterfly
another.
witch.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
Then you have made an enemy.
Very
Yeah,
well.
that's an enemy I would expect
Let
in this
the
game.
games begin.
I need
Butterfly
essence.
lady. Hey, Skidoo? Hello! Minion necro builds are so much fun. I miss this game.
Well fought. But you will never possess the next
Yeah,
beast.
summoner build's
It is
pretty
fallen
fun.
where only the ancients may tread.
Thanks for the hints, I guess, Magda. Butterfly witch Bayonetta. So like, immediately, we meet this freaking butterfly witch. And she's like, you're my enemy now. And then she gives us a hint to where the next piece is. Like, why? She didn't need to do that. It's like cartoon villain shit. It's like, thanks for monologuing what your plan is. I really appreciate that. Makes it so much
I am
easier to
returning
defeat
to
you.
town.
Greetings, stranger.
Blimpskadoo is now following.
Thank you for the follow! Do you prefer being called Blim? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, summoner builds are pretty fun. I'm probably gonna end up veering toward into like a Blood Nova build. Depends on when I start getting like some legendaries and stuff. I know the sets I'm not really gonna get until max level. But yeah, how are you doing, Blimp? How are you doing this fine Wednesday? Everyone should have a 4-day week, but that might leave you with enough energy to think. They don't want you to do that. There's some countries that have already implemented like 4-day weeks, and haven't they had like pretty decent success, like increased productivity and stuff, and people being just generally happier. She may be a villain, but she's not rude. Blimskadoo, pimskadoo, Papa Soup. I like Papa Soup. Hey Fleet, how are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well.
I recovered a piece of the sword, but members of a coven are pursuing it as well.
Uncle Deckard,
The soup.
sound like those dark cultists you
I
told me
hate to make that a redeem.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
I have long waited for this knowledge.
Hey Caden boy, hello! Welcome, welcome! How are you doing? Happy Wednesday to you as well. Let's see. Bone pillars. Meh. Ooh! We can see what teeth looks like in this game. It's a little weird, admittedly. It's kind of, it's admittedly a little weird in this game compared to Diablo 2. Doing great? I'm glad! Countries that implemented 4-day weeks have increased overall productivity, improved mental and physical health, and there's a few other things that improve. I believe it. I mean, if you only work 4 days, that's like another day that you could maybe even, like, go to the gym, or, like, do, like, meal prep stuff. Like, there's so many things you can do with that extra time. Gonna stream 4 when it comes out? Yes. Oh, yeah. I got like a whole week off from work. So when it comes out, I'm probably gonna stream like every day until I beat it. Because I don't want any spoilers. I want zero spoilers before I get to it myself in the game. So I'm probably gonna binge play the hell out of it. 24. Yeah, true. If you have 4-day week, you could just sleep for an entire day. Makes them stronger. We need to get on this. Been playing some Killer 7. I feel like I've heard of that. What kind of game is that again? Let's see. Let's see what Leah has to say. Leah's so frustrating in Act 1. She just doesn't believe anything Deckard says half the time.
They know where the next piece is.
She's like, Deckard,
Their
you and your
leader said
crazy
it fell where
stories.
only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was
Leah's
home
frustrating.
to the Nephilim.
Yeah.
Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
Ooh, lore. Did y'all hear when that door slammed? Anytime the front door slams, I see my Focusrite, where my microphone's plugged into. I see it flash, like it picks up the door slam. I don't know if it comes through on OBS though with the filters. Didn't hear it? Okay, good. Yeah, every time there's like people moving around, or moving out of my apartment building, I can hear it, like, all day. The dragging of furniture out the door and dumping it into the dumpster, people going in and out of the building, everything. I hear everything. It's like it's next to me. Killer 7's a game, maybe the one and only... That's also sounds familiar, and I don't remember why. Because I haven't played it, but I feel like I remember reading about those before. It's not jogging a memory yet. Love how Leah's so happy to be completely surrounded by... You mean skeletons? God. I don't think I've ever heard people refer to skeletons as boners. She craves the calcium. God, this town's gotta be stocked up full of milk to keep my skeleton army strong. Let's see. Back to the fields of misery. Alright. Okay,
Don't
we're going
worry
this way.
about me.
I wasn't gonna.
You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me too. The only difference is I have no control over mine.
You must learn to master it.
It's only happened a few times in my life, and only when I was in grave danger. Something rises up from deep within me and, well, I can't really explain it.
Very interesting, Leah. Thank you for randomly volunteering that information to me. I'm sure that's not indicative of anything at all. This milk is just a seed. Leah's thirst requires vitamin C to continue ridiculing Cain. Is it C for Cain instead of calcium? Or vitamin C? So yeah, this is teeth in this game. It's okay. It doesn't do nearly as much damage, I don't think, like base-wise, compared to like some of the other bone spear runes that you can have. But the area effect is nice. Vitamin Cain.
I need essence.
Yeah, like, it's okay. It is interesting that you get teeth as a rune to bone spear, though, because that's, like, backwards from how it worked in Diablo 2. It craves some milk now. What kind of milk, though? Because, God, there's so many different types now. I usually get, like, vanilla unsweetened almond milk nowadays. I still use, like, I still use regular milk when I order, like, lattes and stuff, because, like, it foams up better. But, like, for, like, cereal and stuff, I actually have switched to almond mostly.
After much searching, I have found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram has obtained a valuable relic, and poor fools that they are, they haven't the slightest idea what to do with it. I have some idea of what to do with their daughter, though. And through her, I'll get my prize.
Interesting. Wonder if we'll meet such a character.
You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend!
Scoundrel. That's familiar.
Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself.
Who is this friend of yours?
Dude's getting his
She's
vitamin
just a farmer's
D.
daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
He's deserted you. Just give it over.
I'll never tell you.
He's deserted you. Don't look up 5 feet over there. He's definitely not there.
Enough of this. Release Sasha and give her the relic.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you.
Yes! Do they even know who they're picking a fight with? I literally turned them into torsos.
You won't get away from us this time.
Nigel Cutthroat. That's his name. Nigel Cutthroat. Who? I mean, I guess it's a... I guess my character's name is Bone Mommy, so I can't judge. Never mind, I can't judge.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Ooh. I wonder if we'll find out more about this Thieves Guild. Will we?
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
What? You mean to accompany me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way!
He ain't slick.
Wait, the relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! You seem like you could
Dude
use a
almost got
helping hand,
fake married
and
for
I
a fake
sure as hell
relic.
don't want to stay around here.
Incredible. Every time you start a fight, you gotta say, I've got a bone to pick with you. You play Diablo 3, but you get error 37. God, I remember those days. The error days. I'm hoping that... I mean, the beta is pretty promising. It doesn't look like we're gonna end up with history repeating itself with 4, at least. Knock on wood. Again.
And you're betrothed.
Betrothed.
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
And he just disappears. We're not gonna bring him with us,
What
though.
the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging.
Because, yeah, if we bring the companions along, they will never shut up.
You must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass.
Very cool that this ghost can raise a bridge. But yeah, this is
Seek
very
two
similar
tombs in the woods beyond.
to the
warrior's rest
Let me finish
and
the- let me
the
finish
crypt of the
talking.
ancients. Within them reside the keys to our sacred temple.
So yeah, this is very reminiscent of the Ancient's Way quest from Lord of Destruction from Diablo 2. We're basically doing the same thing, except we're fetching some balls. Quack. We're fetching some balls instead of fighting the champions for now.
Not today, monster.
Are these Alaric's people? No. Their story was quite different.
Drink her blood. This dialogue. We do be ballin'. So yeah, this is pretty easy peasy. You just basically go like go around a circle. Look for the little entrances to the very short hallways. Grab the balls and then we leave. Easy peasy. No one else but a Nephilim could do it. Look at this treacherous walk in a straight line.
That foe will die. Repel them, my brothers!
Dead. Or one. God. Hey, Chimey Joe! Hello! Happy Wednesday! How you doing? Yep, orb number 1, got. Orb number 2. Let's see, is it gonna be... It's probably gonna be on the right. You be doing? Nice. Yeah, it seems like OBS is having a pretty okay time now. So I don't know, maybe restarting my computer did something? Or maybe it's just me fixing the...
I need essence.
Maybe it was just me messing with my OBS settings that fixed it. I don't know. I'm not gonna declare it fixed, though. It probably helps that I have, like, no browsers open, I don't have Discord open, I have, like, nothing. It's basically just OBS in the game right now, and my streaming stuff. So it remains to be seen if when I turn stream off and I try to, like, open Chrome or something, if everything just doesn't break again. OBS be like that sometimes. I do wonder if there's, like, some memory leak issue happening or something. I need to do that memory test after stream, like, let it actually, like, continue for reals. OBS is a butt sometimes. Yeah, but there's not really...
Amazing. It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard.
Not enough essence.
Well... Don't need essence to explode corpses. We're trying to combine exploding corpses. Yeah, F for Chrome. Thing is, not even Chrome. I had only Edge open when OBS crashed earlier. And Edge is supposedly supposed to be like the lightest weight browser that you can use. Yeah, I call bullshit on that. It uses basically about the same amount of CPU and GPU as Chrome, and like maybe half the RAM, but it was like half the RAM for one tab, where I had like Chrome with like 16 tabs. So like I don't know, if I was using Edge the way I use Chrome, I don't feel like they'd be much different. Run a GPU benchmark too. Check your card. I should run a benchmark. You're right. I'd probably do that anyway, 'cause it's been a while since I've done that. When in doubt, explode a body or two. New Edge is built on chromium too. So are they even not different then?
I used to love traveling, seeing the world.
When the balance is lost, everything changes.
Yes, it's not like it was.
You say that, Leah, but the world was never quite peaceful. Like, what memories are you talking about the balance being not fucked up? You've been as long as you've been alive, it's been fucked up. Like, the World Stone was literally destroyed before you were born. Like, what are you talking about? Leah, what are you talking about? Like, anytime Leah opens her mouth, like, she says something that doesn't make sense. It's like, don't play a drinking game with how many times does Leah say something that just doesn't make sense with her character or the game world that she's in. Don't make that into a drinking game. That would be bad for your health. Because you would keep doing that, at least for, like, the entirety of Act 1. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, Blimp. But one little note is, when it is bad form to say when you're leaving to go stream yourself. Not just on my channel, but most channels on Twitch. It's, also against my rules. I'm just letting you know. But have a good rest of your night, and I hope things go well for you. I'm glad that you think the community's fun too. So have a good rest of your night. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, as long as it doesn't happen again, we're Gucci, we're cool. Yeah.
The temple is open. Enter and defeat the guardians within. Although they are my brothers, they will seek your death when you enter.
See, now it's like the Ancients Way quest from Diablo 2.
Look at this
Ancients Way 2, Electric
architecture.
Boogaloo.
This predates the Sin War. I've got your back.
Not enough.
See,
I
wait, she
understand
believes in the
so
Sin
much
War.
more now.
She believes in the Sin War, but doesn't believe in demons and angels.
None may enter the inner
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sure, Leah. It's like there's documented evidence that these things happen. I just don't understand her.
Rise, my brothers. Rise and do battle.
Rise, my brothers. See, once again, it's just like in Diablo 2. You gotta fight 3 of them. Except they're also a lot less intimidating than Diablo 2. And you're fighting them at the literal beginning of the game instead of, like, the second to last quest. Which, again, kind of indicates to you where the power levels in this game are gonna be. That was what was once the second to last bosses of the game in Diablo 2 are now one of the first, like, not even bosses, but just kind of encounters of 3. Like, look, that's it, we're done. This was like a whole thing in the second game. Has anyone ever seen Break into Electric Boogaloo? I've not.
Somewhere, if I live.
That would suit you.
See,
Well, if you ever want a job, I will consider your credentials.
That's like the cutest thing that Leah says, that she wants to open an inn. That's so cute. Every now and then she'll say something that's, like, cute. But yeah, I've never actually seen Breakin', 1 or 2. Like probably most people, I'm only familiar with the meme of the the name. Essence, name wrong. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, increase my attack speed. For now. And then I'm gonna go with this one, but eventually I want to pick Freezing Grasp instead, because the free freeze is quite worth it. And I think that's it for now. Let's see, that's because the war was actually between angles and digits. Yeah, that's what it was. She read the words wrong. They were she was mistaken.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are?
OP as hell.
You may enter our most sacred place.
The noble hero.
Oh look, it's Butterfly Lady.
Just to die.
You are again mistaken.
No.
And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood.
Your minions are already dead, lady.
What did she mean my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive
Literally
after
already
all
dead,
these
she's
years?
still talking.
She has every reason to deceive us. Do not listen.
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
So again, they're placing an awful lot of emphasis on Leah having a power within her. And also Magda gave us yet another weirdly handy-dandy little tip that Adria's alive. Thanks, Magda. You didn't need to tell us that, but thanks. Thanks for the free info. In fact, this game has offline mode only on consoles and non-PC shows that Blizzard is... I feel like it's probably like an authentication reason or some crap. Because I know on consoles, there's a reason why it's easier to have like couch co-op on consoles than it is on PC. Especially for Blizzard. It has to do with like how many accounts can be logged into a PC at once. Like, there was a thread about Diablo 4, about how people were requesting there be couch co-op on PC. And someone actually, like, went into detail as to why. And it had to do with the authentication on the Battle.net client, and not being able to hold two accounts logged in at the same time. Which, like, makes sense. And, like, consoles are built, basically, to make that easy and have, like, multiple accounts logged in. So, it's frustrating, because, like, I get it, like, the tech support needing to be there, but also I feel like it should be more of a priority. Like, it feels like something that they should have fixed. Unless they don't think enough people care enough about that feature. But I would think it would be worth it.
The world stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
Interesting.
I am returned.
Misc.
Oh.
Really? It's such an open and beautiful city. It thrives on trade and new ideas. There was always something new and exciting to hear or see.
Okay. Thanks for that, Leah.
I need to go back.
Like, okay. Wistfully talking about Chaldean while I'm in the middle of trying to teleport back to town. Leah equals Diablo confirmed? What makes you think that? Hey, Jumbo Scorpions! Why do I look shocked again? I'm always surprised. I'm always surprised. How are you doing, Scorpions? Quack. Quack. Hope you're having a good night. Like summoner class? Yeah, I'm only doing a summer class right. I might change my mind later if I get like a decent like set or something, but until I start getting some like good legendaries, yeah, my skelly minions are gonna be assisting me. Actually, do I have Golem yet? I do. Alright, we got Golem. We got Golem. There he is, the lad, the fleshy boy. Let's see, I will let Diablo put his... I can't figure that out loud, I can't bring myself to. Just know I'm thinking it too. Hope Diablo 3 doesn't have microtransactions. From what I've seen, if they do have anything like microtransactions-y, it's gonna be like Path of Exile. It's gonna be like purely cosmetic. I'm not gonna eat the skeletons. Eat your summons? No! If anything, you could, like, chew on them. You ever seen Vision of Escaflowne? I've not heard of that. What is that? Crunchy? They'd have to be really thin bones for you to be able to crunch on them. I'm pretty sure you can only, like, gnaw on them, like a dog. Ooh, Decker's got some lore.
Magda's coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the primevals as gods.
The primevals are gone. Who do they serve now?
The last two evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
See, it's interesting to me that they had the Triune survive, but then, like, it's more like an off... The coven's like an offshoot that worships Belial and Asmodan instead. Because, like, originally the Triune, like, the Prime Evils hated the Lesser Evils. Like, they were exiled by them. So it's like, does it make sense? I don't know. Despise microtransactions no matter what, even if they're simply cosmetic. Yeah, I understand that completely. Especially as someone who... It's hard for me to hold on to my wallet sometimes when I see stuff I really like in those, like, cosmetic, like, microtransaction stores and stuff. But it's also just kind of the reality of AAA gaming. Like, I can't think of very many, especially online titles, that don't have them. Yeah, especially an online title. Like, even single-player games, God, there's so many single-player games with absurd amounts of, like, cosmetic microtransactions. Back in my day, you used to have to just play the game to unlock that kind of stuff. I'm glad there's at least some games that still, like, let you unlock costumes, but... Deep sigh.
The World's Stone was an ancient artifact of immense power.
Yeah, shakes fist at clouds.
Not only to create our world, but also to control mankind. The original humans were known as the Nephilim, and their power was such that it was feared they would tip the balance in the eternal conflict between the high heavenlies and the burning hells.
Welcome, Raiders!
So the World's Stone was tuned to lessen our powers, turning mankind into what we are today.
Necorin24 rated my stream with 2 viewers.
What were you up to? Thank you for the raid. Here I go, press the button. How are you doing? Also, I just noticed my command works now for the slash command now, too. That didn't work for the longest time. It works now. I'm so irrationally excited about that. I'm like, my shout-out button, it fully works now. You're playing light gun games from the PS2 era. Ooh. Light gun, like, I didn't even know, wait. The PS2 had a light gun? Like the NES had with, like, Duck Hunt? Like that? Remember us having a conversation about how I thought Deckard Cain is voiced by Tom Cain? Turns out that the voice actor of Deckard Cain and Tom Cain collaborated before because of how similar their voices are. That's really interesting. I did not know that. That's neat. I love when, like, voice actors with, like, similar voices, like, swap places and stuff. Like Bill Murray and, oh god, what's his name? I'm so terrible with names! The guy that did, oh god, I feel like we talked about this last time, too, and I forgot his name again. The guy that did Venkman's voice in the real Ghostbusters cartoon. And how they swapped places when, Bill Murray ended up being Garfield, and he had, oh god, yeah, it's funny how they swap between Garfield and Venkman. I can't remember his name. Yeah, what up, Raiders? There might microtransactions if there's enough free content being added over time to work it out. Like Overwatch funded its updates through paid. Yeah, that's the other thing. If it's paid cosmetics and there's not anything more microtransactions-y, and it feels like there's like regular content coming in that like you can see where that money's going toward, it's a little more forgivable for me at least. But it's like the bar is in hell, you know. Yeah, Dave Collier, that's the guy. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I couldn't remember his name. I'm so bad with celebrity names. Let's see. The GunCon 2 was the PS2 light gun. Had a D-pad for play in the gun survivor games like Resident Evil, Dead Aim, and Dino Stalker. I did not know that. I kind of missed, like, a early PS2 era. Like, I basically only got my PS2 for Kingdom Hearts and Silent Hill. So that's really neat. I did not know that. I didn't know I had a light gun. Love that flesh golem. Yeah, he's just a large fleshy buddy. Let's see, I do have a GunCon 2 clone. The whole game as a service thing is just them pumping in more microtransactions and nothing else. I really hate that. Games as a service? It's basically like, how can we have an eternal revenue stream forever? And how can you monetize that experience forever? And the answer is microtransactions. Because once you release and that's the reason why it ended up being like the big boom that it was. Because companies realized, with single-player games, you release them and then you can't have people pay for them again. But with games as a service, they get to pay for them forever. Ugh. Which is how we ended up here. Just in case you're not able to see your redeems oh, thank you. Sipping some coffee. Remember playing Resident Evil Survivor for then PS1 without a light gun and giving it 20 minutes? So it's interesting. Usually a light gun makes things harder. How moist the golem is. that squishy golem ASMR. Bombarded chat with messages. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, and I did a little stretch. Ruins anything that isn't just competitive game with nothing else. Yeah, like, they have their plays, but, like, we became absolutely inundated with so many of them. And we only have so many hours in a day we can vote for even, like, one of those kinds of games. Reminds me of the trends that ruin mobile gaming. Outside the exciting the App Store was just pay once you get an actual game. Yeah, that's the thing with, like, with companies chasing trends in the search for endless profit. The search for more money. And, like, very briefly, it was, like, blockchain games. I'm so glad that most companies figured out that was a terrible fucking idea and bailed on that immediately. I say most because Squaresoft didn't. And then there's that, and then there's the news about Night Dive. Oh, that's so frustrating. And you can't really trust anything that is released, like, by Atari now either, because they're all in that crypto bullshit, too. Segment brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Listen, I had a friend who had a sponsored stream doing that. I downloaded and played Raid Shadow Legends for, like, the first time ever. I played, like, a few hours. It was boring. You'll probably never see me do a sponsor for that, because it's just not worth it. Squaresoft did back out of that, then backed right back in. Wow, they had a moment of clarity and then immediately lost it. Incredible.
The second
Impressive.
piece is safe, but I do not know where the last one has fallen.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
Wow, that's incredible vision that you have to
Brilliant,
spot
dear
that from the
Leah.
sky
Have the ferryman take
while on
you there.
fire. Like, how did he spot from the sky while he was hurtling toward the church? That one piece of sword is hurtling toward... Is that a fishing village? Like, how did he fucking see that? How did you... I need to stop asking how, because the answer's gonna be... I don't know. Don't question it. Oh, I should check it and see if I have any upgrades I can do. Like that. And that. Alright, everything else can go in the trash. Into the trash. Into the dumpster. And I don't even really need to keep these gems either, because I don't really need to keep these. Hey, Hot Rod! Good evening! Got a Raid sponsor offer and I was like, average 2 viewers per stream. Yeah, Raid is one of those ones that I think everybody gets. Like, as soon as you hit affiliate, you get it.
A right good bunch of things for you.
How you doing, Hot Rod? They took Moment of Clarity way too seriously. They thought it meant only for a moment and then fought back into idiocy. They were like trying to speed run their flip-flops. Let's see. Just keeping Lucid able to keep on keeping on. I appreciate it. I appreciate the hydrates and stuff. Keeps me healthy. Keeps me alive.
Oh, there she goes again. Were I not a happily married man, I'd let her take me on an adventure.
Oh?
I'm sure she's aching to haul an old Cooper with a bald spot around. Be my guest.
Are they talking about me? Am I a catch?
I was thinking, don't hurt yourself. I was thinking that we should try to recruit more soldiers.
Oh, I think we heard that one. I think we heard that banter before already. I'm not even an affiliate? Really? You don't even need to be affiliate for Stream Elements to offer you that stuff? I guess that's kind of neat, actually. The skeletons just rattle when they walk. Yeah, they're just clinking and clanking. The calcium boys. Let's see, I love how Sanctuary normal people are like, oh, it's just the necromancer and the boys walking around town again. There they are. They're off. Like, they see a druid walk in with, like, 5 wolves and a bear, and they're like, oh, yes. There's Jimmy. There's Jimmy and his wolves. Just, you know, doing their usual thing. True, my character is called Bone Mommy. Like, there goes Bone Mommy walking down the street again. Apparently corpse-like women are his thing. I think we need to report someone. Hey, necromancers aren't too corpse-like. Nah, not really. Just super goth. Which, I mean, you know, relatable, I guess. Let's see. Too focused on the druid dead body.
I seek passage to Wortham.
I will
Why is
take
Claire
you,
already
but beware.
That's
Smoke
Leah.
rises from the village.
That is pretty funny, though. Is it because she's brunette?
They're destroying the town. Get out while you can.
I just got here.
Death to those who defy the power.
Well, everything seems swell here. Everything seems fine. Everyone's doing fine.
We have a chance.
And by that, I mean everything's definitely not on fire. I wonder if in Diablo 4 we'll get any new classes, like actually new. I imagine if we do, they will be DLC or expansion stuff. Because that's how it was with the... I've said before, like, yeah, any new classes that we got in Lord of Destruction... In Diablo 2 were in Lord of Destruction or Reaper of Souls for free. That Crusader was Reaper of Souls, yeah. And then Necromancer was its own pack. Yeah, that's I remember now. So yeah, I imagine at some point we'll get some
hiding in the chapel with the rest of the town.
like expansion content that'll add new classes.
Don't run off! You'll get yourself killed!
Or the monk in Diablo 1 if you count Hellfire. So it seems like an inevitability. More fuel for the Bone Army. Did you play BioShock 2? I've not. I've played BioShock 1 a bunch of times when back when it came out. But I didn't end up playing BioShock 2. I do want to, though. I've heard from many friends and coworkers and stuff that BioShock 2 is actually really good. I have some friends that even think that BioShock 2 is better than 1. And I played, like, a couple hours of Infinite, but never finished it. So I plan on, when I restart that playthrough, it'll be on stream. Most desired class would be a knight. No, I think that's perfectly valid. We need, there's no holy class yet. There's no, like, Crusader or Paladin or Cleric type, like, class yet. Which is why I also think that's going to be one of the first that they'll add. They give you so many tools in BioShock 2. As they should, because an immersive sim should give you lots of tools. That's, like, the point. Immersive sims are all about giving you options.
My essence is too low.
Look at all these people just piled up in one place.
Fools!
Easy
You
to
cannot
explode.
keep the sword from me.
This is bad.
Oh
My
no!
servants will burn this town to ashes.
Gollum, give me bodies. Dead. Ooh!
I hear something coming. I can bring that down.
Something's coming. Never mind, it's dead.
You saved us. We owe you our lives.
This isn't even normal difficulty anymore. I'm on hard. I'm gonna have to bump the difficulty up soon again. Let's see. Oh, wait, scroll back up. Pound got that holy nonsense. I mean, like an actual knight. Oh, like just a regular knight? I mean, I guess with the barbarian you can kind of do that. Just only use swords. Can Loki play a summoner at the end? It's better gameplay-wise. Like to, but I see a lot of people crap on the game. A lot of people are really, like, die-hard, like, if it's not by Karl, then it's not a real BioShock game. Like, that kind of thing. Just want a fancy knight boy. BioShock 1 has a better story, but 2 basically has much better third act. BioShock 1 basically fiddles its fingers after the twist. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. It does seem to kind of just like pad the runtime a little bit after the twist, because it's like, yeah, you're basically just in for the rest of like the rest of the ride. Like it's over basically at that point. Did we nuke and Darl on the second game? Yes. In Act 1, yeah. So you really hit the term immersive sim now purely because of PC Gamer? Oh god. I mean, any kind of games media is gonna drive a term into the ground, but immersive sim does still have, like, a genuine meaning. Let's see. Bioshock 2 gives you big-ass drill, that's all I need. Immersive sim isn't really a genre, it's more of a descriptor, a subgenre at most. I guess it is kind of like a subgenre. Like, the big thing that defines, like, an immersive sim is the options that it gives you. So, like, I think it was Warren Spector who talked about, like, what makes an immersive sim is how many ways you're able to approach a problem to solve it. Like, you're not just going around picking up keys to open a door. You can, like, kick down the door if you're skilled enough, or you can persuade an NPC to open the door, things like that. Let's see. Bioshock 2 lets you play as a large papa. Yes, you can. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I want to play that game too. Also, is that seems like it'd be really neat. Motion blur and sound with enemy ragdolling away few drill dash is never not satisfying. Come on, let me scroll. Gives you big ass drill. Yeah. Wouldn't call Dishonored an immersive sim. I call it a stealth game, but it is an immersive sim. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That it's like a subgenre. It's a stealth game and an immersive sim. Because there are stealth games that aren't immersive sims, and there's immersive sims that aren't stealth games. But most immersive sims allow you to play stealthily. If that makes sense, you know?
There is only one
like,
thing I would ask
in a way,
you.
most immersive sims should
sword fragment.
potentially be a stealth
Have you
game.
seen it?
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here. Come, I left Virgil to guard it. We will be glad to be rid of it.
Wait, they said a few days ago?
Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
How much time has passed since the stranger fell from the sky? Has it been days? Well, that's a timeline question that won't be answered. I forgot Boomer! Well, Chad picked it out.
Magda. While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
Oh my god.
I will put an end to this.
That's most unfortunate. There's like Weird West, that's an immersive sim, but it's first and foremost an RPG. Well, yeah, like Deus Ex, I mean, is an RPG, and like one of the best examples of an immersive sim. But again, Deus Ex can also be more of a stealth game if that's how you choose to approach that game. So like, immersive sim is not really... Yeah, it's basically just what kind of... You choose what kind of game you want to turn it into. And Weird West is on sale. I've heard good things about that. I should probably add that to my wish list. Immersive sim is more of a descriptor than a genre. I guess? I guess in a way, yeah. But it is easy to, refer to it as a genre. People will know what you mean. But you're right, technically. It can be... It's basically both. Yeah, I see your point. I see it. I see it. I acknowledge it. I wave at it. I nod respectfully at the point as it drives by me. Oh god. This part.
It's your choice, Cain. Either use your Herodric arch to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
All this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything. Your rage is overwhelming, girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, The blade shall be mine.
Uncle, you can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do. The sword must be made whole. Just as I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard!
It still sucks every time. Like, why couldn't we do anything about that? Like, were we not there?
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Got nowhere to run.
It gets me every time. Give her the 10 biddies.
Want some rye? Of course you
I
do.
need some rye after watching that cutscene, yes. Hey, son. Welcome in. Sorry, Deckard had to do it. That's fair. But God, that's so... It makes me so sad. Like, we're not even all the way through Act 1 and Deckard's gone. Like, what the fuck? And why couldn't we do anything to stop that? Like, were we not here? Did... it's frustrating. And, like, if she had the power to just take the stranger, like, why didn't she just, like, take everybody? Like, there's so many plot weirdnesses that happen. Let's see. You're done. I love that soundbite. Of course you Deus Ex Human Revolution bothers me because you add up cutscene tutorial and fiddling around offices adds up to 42 minutes to get to your first mission. Yeah, I'm assuming you've seen the H-Bomb... I think it was H-Bomber guy. Yeah, his video on Deus Ex. Very fascinating. And also, very interesting, like, timeline and evolution of the Deus Ex series in a very sad way. Deus Ex lets you start the mission and then you fiddle around the office. Yeah, if I remember right, from what I've seen of Deus Ex, it just kind of throws you in. Let's see. Alright, Leah, what have you got to say after that fucking horrific scene?
If only I could control this power, I could have saved him.
I do not know. There were others who were responsible.
Magda and her master Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss. The stranger is the key to all of this.
So it seems.
Literally what Deckard said.
Search for him.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know, she'll be waiting for you.
Wow, it's very handy-dandy.
For that.
It's very handy-dandy that you just happen to have that vision, huh? Otherwise, we'd have nowhere to go from here. That's very convenient to this plot. I'm taking a drink. Yeah, look who's finally listening to her uncle now that he's dead. Plot reasons. Our hands were bound by the gravity of the situation.
Wow.
Wow. Not sure if H-Bomber guy mentioned the 42 minutes, probably did, but I didn't take the info until I played the game for myself recently and found myself restless. Yeah, I imagine walking around an office, waiting for the game to start would get pretty old after almost an hour. Let's see, is Leah just a Mary Sue Deus Ex Machina combo? No. Nah. No. 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 We'll see. We'll see. I'll let you decide. Are we counting our loot, were we counting our loot and couldn't help Kane? I don't know, because we don't even see that cutscene until we get to their house. So do we just, like, stop at the doorway and just not go in? Or is it implied that cutscene happened before we got here? In which case, how are we seeing it? Because the rest of the game, we're privy to anything... The only reason we're privy to anything that's happening is because we're there. So are we being shown a cutscene that we're not there for? Or are we just, like, not doing anything? Questions that will never be answered. Never. Frustratingly. But yeah, that I remember when this game first came out, people were so pissed about that cutscene. The fact that you can't do anything about it, that it happens so early into Act 1, that it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to begin with. Oh, you flying everywhere? Never played this game really, but so far she seems kinda... story needs something. Wait, I have a power for that! I'm too special for you to get to me! So instead you get the literal angel. A lot of things in this game happen very much out of convenience. Well, you'll see. I feel like it's easier to just keep playing and let y'all see how it unfolds, because the game will basically just... it speaks for itself, I think.
All must serve the cycle.
Hello, Wanderer. I sell quality potions and dyes at a fair price. Have a look if you like.
Well, he doesn't normally show up here.
Favor? There's a lunatic down by the cave.
Oh, yes, he
who wants a
does.
potion
In the
to make
story.
his
I
blood
remember him now.
sweet, if you can believe it. Would you mind bringing it down to him?
That's right. In adventure mode, he can randomly show up in other places. Did they give me an... oh wait, no, this is the one that drops double gems. I remember. Put that on. Yeah, pretty sure this is the one that drops dupe gems. Yep. Which, no, mine's better. Yeah, mine's better. I could be leveling up way faster if I put a ruby into my helmet, but I'm already at level 20, and we're not even we're not even through Act 1. I feel like I don't need the boost. We're gonna hit level 70 before it is
too low.
We're probably gonna hit level 70 at this pace. Act 2 or 3. That we're gonna hit max level, and then the game's gonna get stupid easy after that. You remember? Broken Crown is nice? Yeah.
Here's a potion from the alchemist.
Just hit level 21. Right as I'm talking about how we're leveling fast.
My mistress will now accept me. Her blood and mine will soon sing as one.
Okay, dude. That's normal.
My queen sings to me. Her music echoes from beyond.
Okay. Let's just leave him be. I'm sure that... nothing... I'm sure that'll amount to nothing. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's fine. Alright. Ugh, the Caverns of Arene. So, like, this is fine. It's all spiders. It's mostly that this map is huge. And has a couple loops in it. But most of the maps in this game are super linear. Let's see, what else? What else have I been up to? Let's see. Because I'm working on my new outfit, I did have to put the new intro screen I've been working on. I did have to shelve that for a little bit. And I still need to revamp some more of the emotes. And I'm still working on setting up OBS on my other PC to switch to streaming from that one, and then gaming on this one. I bet doing that will probably extend the life of my GPU a little bit too. Splitting off those responsibilities onto another PC. Yeah, hello to everybody! Let's see. I mentioned the night dive thing, but I didn't really go into detail on it.
This world can abide you no longer.
I don't know how many people are familiar with what they said or what that was all about. Which is such a shame, because I was looking forward to the remake of System Shock. But now I'm like, I don't think so. Honestly, it should have been pretty suspicious when we didn't even get a release date. We didn't even get information about them delaying the game until, like, halfway through the month it was supposed to come out. Like, that's fucking weird. Like, that should have been a warning sign right away that something was up. Should've known better.
That foe will die.
It's interesting that, like, this game is, like, all dialogue and then all combat. So, like, we're not gonna get, like, much of any story until after the boss here, pretty much. Get back here. I see you. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Got him. He didn't give me anything. How disappointing. Oh. Never mind, I got a ring. That's something. And I'll take that. Never mind. Never mind, Treasure Goblin, you did okay. I forgive you for now giving me like a legendary or something. Well, I suppose at this difficulty, I really shouldn't expect too many legendaries to drop. Because the drop rate for them doesn't get, like, reasonable until you hit the torment levels. Let's see, is this the right way? Yeah, it's got the long path. We're going the right way. All these different types and sizes of spiders. Do you think the little tiny ones that we step on grow into these big ones?
The grave beckons.
I mean, if that is the case, though, then I wonder how long it takes for them to grow that big. Like, how old are these spiders? These, like, an ancient civilization of spiders. Like, look at all these eggs that are implied to just be everywhere. Like, it really makes you think. Hey, Cabal! How are you doing? So, you finished Final Fantasy 1 last night, right? I was lurking/sleeping for that. Burn it all down. Burn the entire cavern down. Thank you for the care package. Asking the wrong questions. How much does a spider that big have? Oh no, at that size, I'm picturing like they're like milking a cow. Ooh, he looks familiar.
My mistress has accepted me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
That is not going to end well.
No, thank you. I'd rather not have spiders laid in me. That dude. Yeah, respect, I guess. The dude knew what he likes. He just took his monster fucking to a very intense level. I guess. Didn't see too many spooters. You did? Yeah. I saw the credits roll right as I was about to fall asleep. Happy about that? Excited to start Final Fantasy 2? Yeah, I'm excited for you! Alright. Boss fight time. And I have no essence. This is fine. This is fine. I still don't have Freezing Grasp yet. That's probably fine. That's probably fine.
Please, help me. It's horrible. She sucks the innards from her victims. Oh, no. No. It's too late. I hear her. The Spider Queen is coming.
Spider Queen?
Spider Queen? Oh, she big.
I need essence.
Yeah, but look at that damage. Oh, get back here. Yeah, the annoying thing about this fight is that it has to do it. You have to do it in waves, unless you have like bazillions of damage to kill her instantly. Which, like, at higher levels, you definitely do. But she tries desperately to escape when she can. Oh no! Get back! Ah. Like, all it does is just extend the fight out. Like, it doesn't really make it much more challenging. There she is. Get back here.
That is not possible.
There, I don't think she's gonna leave again. Got her.
to dissolve these webs. Please hurry. I can't hang here like this a moment longer. I'll go mad.
Well, conveniently, there's a big pool of venom right here.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we please leave this horrible place?
I like her blue outfit. She looks very vibrant. Not enough essence lives up to her name. If I could fit that full name, I totally would name a necromancer that.
It was terrible being stuck in there like that. Thank the gods you came along. What are you doing out here?
I am looking for a man who was taken prisoner by the Coven.
The Coven? I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek. You might have a small bit of trouble reaching there, though. I'm not proud of this, but I stole the staff of a powerful Khazra shaman. The Khazra went mad and chased me to the caves. You can find the staff in my cart in the highlands. If you take it to the Khazra barricade, perhaps they will let you pass.
So now we gotta go look for a stick. I mean a staff. Oh, nice! You won 5!
My essence is too low.
Did I just get... Oh, I think he swept me in. I was like, what? How did I end up here? I think he pulled me in. When it's so unique, they don't always show what their little affixes always are. So he probably had, like, what's the one where they teleport you in? It's not Wormhole. That's the one where they just teleport you anywhere. Yeah, I don't remember the exact one. But yeah, what you up to, Karl? What are you up to this fine Wednesday? Let's see. And there's always this one. Pops out of the bushes. Look at the rainbow! It's so pretty! Which is like, I guess not kind of out of place in a game like this, but it's still pretty. I'm still gonna appreciate the cute rainbow. Just got back from an on-foot errand, needed rice, so I went and got it. Ooh, nice! Although with how arduous and lengthy your trips are, like having to like backpack down up and uphills both ways. I hope you got more than just rice.
I understand so much more now.
Unless you got like a lot of rice. Months worth of rice. Ooh, we have an army of the dead now if we were going for a full summon build. But more importantly, for me at least, is that curse that we unlock. There we go, now I can lick them. But I'm waiting for this, where it turns it into an aura. So I gotta wait until level 39 for that. Resting and thankful you're streaming, as it is pleasant. Aww. I'm glad you get to chillax and hang out with us. Let's see, there's Cave of the Moon. We don't even really need to do that. It's one of those optional dungeons.
Ah, an interesting opponent.
Wow, they're so interesting. They're gonna die in like 2 more seconds. There we go, they're dead. God, these arcane, like, orbs, these were just devastating in the base game when it first came out. Like that and the plague pools, when you see like the poison pools underneath. Like those combined with arcane just insta-killed you. There was like no counter to those. Just none. No counter when this game first came out. You just died. You just accepted your fate. Especially on Inferno. Forget about it. But you didn't have like massive resisting like legendary items that like never drop. Yeah, yours dead. It's Lily! It's Lily Bat! Right, rice is king. I do like raw rice. Whereas the British say Diablo free. How you doing, Lily? How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Only rice, but it was 5 pounds? That's a lot of rice. Okay, so that goes along with my theory of if it was just rice, you got a lot of rice. That's a lot of rice.
Do not fear the end.
Like, I have, like, a plastic container filled with, like, a pound of rice, and that's a lot. Like, that'll last me for, like, forever. Let's see, walk is mostly the exercise. We do grocery orders mostly these days. Oh, makes sense, makes sense. Rice is such a comfort. Violetta! Monster Romancer raid. Oh, I have a couple guesses what you were playing. Ba, ba, ba. Welcome, Raiders!
Violetta VTuber rated my stream with 4
thank you
viewers.
for doing the shout out. Here, if I do this one at the same time, there we go. I'll do the little alert thingy too. But I think there's a cooldown, so I won't do the slash command second time. Let's see. Let me scroll up. Oh, you weren't? Oh, I thought you were playing like a one of what was the like romance? Oh, it's like the visual novel. Oh, there's a couple visual novels. I think I was thinking of the one for Dead by Daylight where you romance monsters. So what were you playing then? Oh, Far Cry 6. Nice, nice, nice. I hope you're having fun with that. Any more updates on your adventures in that game? Hi, Retro Uzi. Are you loyal to the Revolution? Hell yeah, comrade. But also depends on what revolution you're talking about. But welcome in! How are you doing? Happy Wednesday! People exploded. Sounds like a good time. In a Far Cry game. Assuming that the people exploding weren't you or any characters you cared about. Because then that would be sad. But if it's, you know, part of the mission, you're the one doing the exploding, then it sounds like a good time. Unlike other mod readers, I actually try to do nice things. I didn't know that they actually said lines there. I usually have the voices turned down so low that the game's bass mixing. Turning up the voices, like, high enough for me to hear them, that's really funny. Because again, this game, the music and voices are basically inaudible with the default mixing. It's so bad. Where's the fun in... Where's the fun in just letting me flail about? There's all these traps everywhere. Prefer order myself. I could have a little healthy dose of order. Can't be all chaos all the time. Plus, with the OBS and everything literally crashing to death earlier, maybe we've had enough chaos for today. Team Chaos all the way. I feel like we've had a healthy balance.
I understand so much more now.
Healthy balance of chaos so far. Oh yeah, we're definitely hitting level 70, but like by Act 3 at the latest. Because this level progression is only going to get faster. It's only going to get faster. Especially once I start one-shotting everything and have to boost up to the next difficulty again. Because we're not quite there yet. I haven't really picked up like a decent weapon yet. He's screaming Team Chaos. This is my formal mod application. I probably should do mod applications at some point. Oh, I see you up there. Get him, get him, get him, get him! Oh, I almost like halfway killed that goblin immediately. Get him, get him, get him! Got him. Ooh! Nice. Look at all that trash. Because let's face it, most of this is trash. No. Yes. Yes. And... Oh. I acquired level 50! Oh, because it's... Oh, because it's more of a lore item. It's literally an ore. Level 50. That's funny. Can't believe the game would even drop that for me at that level.
This will be a challenge.
My lamp just blinked, but I think it's because I heard the front door slam. So I think someone just slammed it hard enough that it shook my electrical stuff. You know, because This apartment's, you know, hell. It's fine. It's fine. It's great. But yeah, I should do mod applications at some point. But also, like, I'm so... Like, it is easier, I guess, for me, like, anxiety-wise to be more self-sufficient, but well, there's gonna be a point where I'm just gonna need more help.
The local Khazra tribes have become a serious threat. They attack caravans and are moving into areas where they haven't been seen before. We need you to take care of this problem for us. We'll pay 25 gold pieces for every Khazra head you bring back.
That doesn't really seem quite worth it. Only 25 gold? I'm pretty sure they drop more when they die. The moddiest of mods. If you enjoy chaos going to politics? No thanks. I've had people suggest to me going to politics. I'm just like, nah, I appreciate enjoying life a little bit. I also just don't think I don't have the spoons in me to be unethical and shitty, and I feel like anyone who isn't, just you're not going to be there in politics very long.
I am overburdened.
Which is why, like, mad respect to anyone who actually does manage to, like, consistently be a good person and stay in politics. A rare thing. Kudos to, like, the 5 people that have managed to do it. Let's see.
My bag is full.
Listen, we can make bank, start shopping. I don't know. I feel like I don't have. I don't think I have a problem with this money in this game. Those are commas. Yes, that's 6 billion right there. 6 billion gold. I think I'm set money-wise in this game. Room. Oh, I guess there isn't. Hold on, let me take out the trash. Trick is to stay in local politics? I guess, but it also depends on where you're doing your local politics. Because you could be in a really shitty area, a really shitty district, and everyone will just treat you like crap and push you out. Heck, we're kind of seeing that happening right now. Let's see. Nah, everything there's trash. Bye! Toss it all in the trash. I'm pretty sure I already have a splintered orb somewhere, don't I? So I usually hoard lore objects. Like these. Like, I don't need to keep these, but I still keep them. Where would I have it? Under general weapons? Nah, I'll just throw it in then. I'll just throw it in. Yeah, there's no point in me keeping... Yeah, I'm just gonna toss these. Into the trash.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
You can take all of these. And you can smash it with a hammer. Okay. Off we go. Let's see, you can enjoy the fun of getting ejected from the house in the south. That is what I was referring to. Let's see, chaos and anarchy is just all the crap most people hate inflicted on them at the whim of anyone without hope of protection. I guess in a way. There's no room, you're carrying half the mass of the earth and gold on your person. I'm carrying an entire bank in my pockets. Although 6 billion is a lot. There's very few banks that probably would have that on hand. Explode. Actually, no, yeah, there's no way any bank has that much money on hand. That's like one of those things where if someone tried to take that much out, they would just bankrupt the bank. Let's see. Flesh golems show up in town. Oh no, we have another Diablo happening. Lucid walks in with flesh golem. Wow, she has such a well-mannered toddler. A very large, fleshy toddler. Although I feel like the golem's probably not that sentient. A toddler's probably smarter. Bone Mommy's the 1%. It's true. I am the 1% in this game. How can I redistribute my wealth? Can I, like, fund a new Tristram? Like, new Tristram?
Be a challenge.
Tristram 3.0? Need the rich. Oh no, in this game I am the rich. Maybe I'm the baddie. Maybe those demons are right to try and kill me. To try and eat me. Maybe they're doing the right thing. One person bank panicked. You give your flesh to juicy bugs. I mean, if you assume that the golem eats people, maybe every person that they eat counts as like a juice box. In kind of a fucked up way. They're all like Capri Sun pouches, just walking around. Wow, gimme. Are you smarter than a Flash, Karl? The spin-off we never knew we needed.
No.
No.
Weakness consumes you.
I love how sometimes she's just, she's not like, you don't have enough essence, or you don't have enough this, or that's on cooldown. She'll just go, no. Like, okay. Alright. No, okay, I get it. I do like this level, and I feel like it's a shame that this level is kind of underutilized in the campaign. It makes sense that they did more with this area with Reaper of Souls. Like, once they added, like, set dungeons and stuff, like, this entire half of the building, like, see, you can't even access this in the base, like, campaign. Like, there's an entire, like, other section to this map that they added in Reaper of Souls, but in the base game, you can... This place is horribly underutilized.
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named Leah. My spies tell me she is the child of the witch Adria, who is hiding in the deserts of Chaldeum. Bring this news to the Master at once.
How convenient that she already knows where Adria is. I have enough essence, but I'm still not going to do it. That's what the no sounds like, yeah.
The cycle.
She's like, I could do this, but no.
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however.
You know that name?
Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
Imbalance of humors. That's such a, like, a medieval way to put that. Well, I mean... Awesome little reader. There we go. Let's see, just type paragraphs and deleting them for the sake of chat, not dealing with a wall? Oh boy. I'm curious what the walls were about. Love me a pal in malaise.
She's unstoppable!
Hey,
no
Tay!
mortal could slaughter our brethren with such ease.
Then die well. Lord Belial will reward your sacrifice.
He's just like... they're like, they're killing everyone! Oh, well, that sucks.
Delay her while I prepare her demise.
Some of you are going to die. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to take.
Will you ever shut up?
How are you doing, Tape? I hope you're having a good night. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Seriously, Magda's just a cartoon, a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Like, kind of most of the villains in this game kind of have those vibes.
They did horrible things to us.
Peace will come soon. Have they brought in a new prisoner?
Yes, the man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into Leoric's old torture chambers below
I
us.
feel like we have healing potions we could give that guy. Never mind, he's dead. Oh well. I guess that's none of our concern. One sassy bone mommy. I have strong sentiments on those that think they ascribe to chaos and or anarchy. Unless you're pro-murder, being murdered by anyone stronger than you, are ascribing the wrong concepts. Fair enough. I think when people say that I am chaos and stuff like that, they're not being, like, literal. They're being more just, like, edgy. Or, like, I like the vibes of a chaos and stuff like that. But it's like early... Oh god, this is gonna be a reference that a few people are probably even gonna get. It's like a early Professor Chaos in South Park. Like, he's not really malicious or anything. He's just like a kid trying to be edgy and stuff. I can't really say that about, like, modern Professor Chaos, but originally that's what he definitely had the vibes of. Didn't realize her name was literally... I let chat decide the name. I didn't think it would take it, and then it did. So that's my name. in this character, at least. Flesh Golem was tall enough to ride the roller coaster, but not old enough to. I mean, god, can you imagine the piggyback rides he could give, though? He is the ride. Just go running down the street on top of a giant golem? I mean, that sounds like fun.
I am convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
And we know from Diablo 1 how that all went down. There's a distillation of the wall I deleted. I see. I think you're looking into it too much. Can't articulate and splatting. Oh, about the chaos and stuff? Yeah, I mean, it's also like that could be a lengthy, like, rabbit hole of a conversation. Like, the concepts of chaos and order and how, like, what they actually mean versus, like, the vibes. Because, like, I think people say stuff, and they don't really mean them literally. They're talking about mostly the vibes. The aesthetic. The aesthetic of chaos. Which is usually, like, you know, kind of like liking the aesthetic of, like, the occult. Well, you know, it's kind of like that, I think. People who are very unserious about it, but just like the aesthetic of it, because they think it's cool. Let's see. Ryan more ways than... Stab. You have to hold your arm straight on, pretend you're an airplane when you're bound on the golem's back. And you gotta go, wee the whole time. It's the rules. What's Necromancer's mana called? Essence. Yeah, there's only 2 classes that share a resource, and that's Witch Doctor and Wizard. They both use mana. But everyone else has their own resource. So for the Necromancer, it's Essence. For the Monk, it's Spirit. For Barbarian, it's Rage. And then Demon Hunter is 2 resources. And I don't remember what they are. Because I don't main Demon Hunter. Wiz Doctor. Ow. Gonna punch me. Let's see, Saturday morning cartoon perfectly describes most of this game, for better or worse. Honestly, yeah. That definitely does feel like the tone of the writing, for sure. Especially, God, when we get to Act 4, the game kind of does... The dialogue does heavily devolve into Saturday morning cartoon. Also, we are absolutely meeting my goal of finishing Act 1 tonight. Because we only got 5 Wednesdays until the eve of Diablo 4. So I want to obviously beat Diablo 3 before then.
Bring her to me that I may rend the flesh from her bones.
Never mind, you're all going to explode. Dead. Rend the flesh from her bones. Blah. Let's see. Hatred and discipline. Thank you. I appreciate that. Witch Doctor was my favorite class back when I played. Ooh. I feel like Witch Doctor, Crusader, and Barbarian are probably my least played. Followed by Demon Hunter, and then Wizard, Necro, and Monk are basically the mains that I've gone with. But I did play, I did get at least one witch doctor to max level. Here, I can actually look at them. Look at my profile. Oh, yep, there they are. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, because I had to get one of every class to max level so I could do their set dungeons. Look at all those seasons! Did I miss any? I missed, like, the initial ones. That's before I hopped on board and got Reaper of Souls. But... I missed a little bit of a gap here. But I've mostly been in... I've mostly done every season. There's just, like, a couple gaps. But honestly, it's not too bad. All things considered. Yeah, I've been playing this game for too long. I've been playing this game for too long. Let's see. Oh, let me scroll up. I missed a couple. In old D&D, there's a ghost. Oh, hey, why even? Ghost specter that is evil but doesn't attack directly because they're locked in deep thought. Like as an NPC or they like an enemy. Someone say witch doctor. Ooh, ting ting, walla bing bang. Ooh, ting ting, walla bing bang. Great philosopher. All they do is give you the evil eye and have big think. Love the Crusader vacuum build. Crusader, whenever I've done the vacuum build, it's been in like the challenge rifts that they do, where they like just have you play like a random person's character in their build, and those are pretty fun. It is fun running around just like vacuuming all of the enemies up and then smashing them to pieces. Also being able to ride the horsey around.
You will make a fine corpse.
Just gonna walk past that. Let's see. Great philosopher, the undead spirit of an evil cleric who died in an important philosophical deliberation yet unresolved in his or her mind. Undead state is featured as a ponder the weighty matters. Oh, literally an undead philosopher. That's interesting. It's like, I have all the time in the world now to pontificate on things. Level 2.
This
horse
will die.
Out of context, that sounds so wrong, but I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what build you're referring to.
That needs to recharge.
And dead. Let's see. It reminds me of Lucid. Did you see the D4 Horses trailer? I did. There were some pretty cool horses in there. I'm excited. And of course I plan on getting the new trophy that they're introducing for this upcoming beta. So I get to have a trophy for my horse. Because yeah, it's a new trophy that they didn't have for the previous betas. Just came in swinging, talk about the two flavor juicy pops. Yeah, whenever people just like hop in, if I don't catch it, it'll just be like seamless. It'll be like we were always here. And then at some point I'm like, wait, I didn't say hi. Also, let me know if like general chat gets weird. I can try and figure out how to turn it off. Ghost description sounds like how I spent most of my life, locked in a deep big think on everything I could think of. Locked in the big think. Villain an indie flick that will kill anyone except the people he's a problem with. Has to forgive you before he can kill you else. The issue will be unresolved forever. That's pretty funny. That's like lawful evil, right? It's like, I may be evil, but I've got like rules and stuff that I gotta follow. It's like, no, we're gonna do.
Embraces you.
It's like we're gonna be evil, but like in an orderly way.
No.
No. It's so funny. I see like a yellow enemy pops up, and it's like, oh no, there's gonna be an arduous battle. Just have the corpse golem just like pile on and just explode them for like 5 seconds and it's over.
Rathma has blessed me.
No, Professor's not OP at all. Imagine being in contemplation for 30 straight years and doing very little actual things so you were thinking. Took me a while to be able just to do things. That is kind of like... That almost sounds like a living hell in a way if you think about like... if being trapped in your own mind. I don't know, my mind can be a pretty arduous place. If I'm stuck there for too long in my own thoughts. Let's see. Evil but really cool about it. Hey, Cyber Shinobi! Ship 50 pizzas on your Robo Camel who runs in Mach 5. That's a fast camel. Thank you for the pizzas! How are you doing? How's your Wednesday? Something bothers me about Borderlands games. If an enemy is 2 levels above you, nothing you do to them will scratch them. Don't know if Diablo has that problem. I don't think Diablo's damage really has as much to do with your own level relative, like, to the enemies. It's mostly gear-based. Like, maybe in early levels that's the case, but that quickly becomes irrelevant once you start, like, gearing up even a little bit. But I do know of games that do feel like that, though. Oblivion, I think, is one of those that does that. Where, like, the moment that you start feeling like, I'm finally getting better at something, they introduce enemies that are just slightly above your level that will just kick your ass. So you never feel like you're really getting stronger. This game's like the opposite. You're constantly getting stronger. The power creep in this game is insane. Let's see. Saw the last bit of it with friends in college. Was it set in space? Oh, see an American Astronaut. Are you the coolest? I've not seen that. Yeah, I've never even heard of that before. It is at first, but as you adapt, it gets better. Reminds me of Jason X. That's what I thought too when I heard something in space. I'm like, Jason X or Hellraiser 4. No one will ever reference Hellraiser 4 but me. Let's see, Mach 5 driving a Robocamel's going to cool all the pizzas down. Oh no! Unless they got like that insulating like thermal carrier thing, like what regular pizza delivery people have. Only because Borderlands expects you to play with friends, and if anyone in your squad levels ahead, everyone's out of sync. Oh god, I have played games like that before. I can't think of any at the moment because of course not, but I feel like I've definitely played games like that. Last Man forces the villain to be the kid's adopted following. What? Is that astronaut movie you're talking about? American Astronaut. Fantastic raunchy indie flick made by a band. What? What band? Is it a band I would know?
The night embraces you.
Yeah, I've not heard of this movie. But it is an indie movie, so maybe that's why. It's probably something that only like only had showings at like festivals and stuff. See. He kills the military base and does a song and dance. We're missing this patent about it. It's like he blows up a military base and then does a song and dance. It sounds like a guardian from Destiny. Defeats boss, dances on their corpse. Jason X is so funny. There's a part where Jason's about to be see through the crewmates start making out. Jason just springs back to life. The later sequels in that series are just pretty funny. Oh, wartime. Hello.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment.
Okay. We're helping Ghost Queen. Just a little random minor deviation in this quest. That, now that I think about it, doesn't really make all too much sense that we're doing. But whatever.
This creature will die.
Oh, this one. Let's see. But yeah, any of the, like, later Jason movies were just... They either tried to take themselves too seriously and failed, or didn't take themselves too seriously and were pretty fun. Jason X is in that category of fun, I think. Gollum. Deleted. Let's see, really small band called the Billy Nair Show. Yeah, I've never heard of them. What genre of a band are they? It says Jason. I mean, most slasher villains are kind of that way, probably because it's like some metaphor for something. It's probably some silly puritanical metaphor for like, if you do the sex, Michael Myers or Jason are gonna kill you. Like secret, like not so subtle, like abstinence propaganda. The movie has a concept of can't kill people as unresolved issues with. That is interesting. I'm gonna look up this astronaut movie. Queen is really getting ahead of herself. That's so funny. Doesn't blow up the base, but like shoots everyone in it because he's chasing the astronaut and is trying to find this kid at home. Yeah, this sounds like a interesting, complex plot. Which also kind of, I guess, I feel like there's been a, like kind of a poor track record of movies set in space with complex plots that don't fuck it up by the end. I'm speaking, of course, about the Lightyear movie, because I saw that kind of recently-ish, and that was fucking terrible. I wanted to like it, I really did, but man, the things that I hated it left! Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm gonna go get that body up here. But yeah, I wanted to like Lightyear, but once they started getting into really... Oh, it's back here. Like, once they started trying to do like an actual like sci-fi story and stuff, and they did it so sloppily, it just annoyed me the whole time. So many plot holes. Like I was praising like how Quantum Break handled like the whole time is like it's all a loop, it's all a paradox, the kind of thing. Like I praised it for that. Lightyear's like the complete opposite. Like once it started,
freedom.
It's kind of
so long. Freedom.
Like, can we talk spoilers for Lightyear? I feel like no one's gonna watch that movie. I feel like no one saw that movie. But yeah, spoiler alert for Lightyear. Yeah, there was time travel involved. Yeah, the Pixar movie. Yeah, but yeah, without getting into too much detail, yeah, it's been like over a year since that came out. You love that movie? Oh my god, the Zurg stuff. Yeah, for me, the annoying part was the time travel details, because it didn't make any sense. Like, if you thought about it for, like, longer than 5 minutes, there were so many glaring plot holes that the time travel subplot that they really did not need to do. Just introduce.
Thank the gods.
And it was frustrating. It was frustrating from, like, a sci-fi fan perspective. Let's see. Also, I missed the message up here. Like they were doing the earliest sequels like Friday the 13th 3 and Josser, they made the sequels in 3D, but when you saw them outside a theater, they just had really weird scenes with phantom items shoved. It's so true. You could always tell, because they would shove things into the camera and be like, okay, this was supposed to be like 3D. I can tell. Yeah. Solid story movie, very cheaply made, very clearly put a lot of work into it. Let's see. Like they take from oh, okay. That kind of gives me the vibes. Let's see. 34 years old and still love that movie? Like, there were definitely things in it I liked. Like, there were aspects of it that I did really enjoy. Like, the first half of it was pretty okay. It was basically... Yeah, once the time travel stuff really started to, like, get convoluted towards the end. And there was, like... I forget now, but there was some, like, character, like, dilemma that happened, like, towards the end of the movie that's resolved in literally 2 seconds. And I was like, what the fuck was even the point of that? I don't remember specifically what it was, but I remember at the time I was like, what the fuck just happened? It was like the quickest mind change I've ever seen. Let's see, they went weird route for Lightyear. Everything looked great, but the story was off. It screamed rewrites to me. It screamed like this movie has had multiple rewrites. and the end result is kind of a mishmash. Let's see. Did he talk to his daughter through a watch on her bookshelf? Okay, Interstellar also kind of went off the rails. But at least Interstellar felt like it had, like, heart to it. Lightyear had moments where, like, had that impression, but definitely not in that second half. If anything, the second half felt very cynical. Let's see. Lucid, I have concerns. I've noticed you keep exploding your tongue. It's not good parenting. It's alright, he comes back. He probably enjoys it. It's like, you know, this Gollum-y purpose. Cash grab movie? I don't think it was a cash grab. I think... what do I think? I think it looks too pretty, and is too much of a big IP for it to have been a throwaway. Which is why I think there must have been a lot of development hell behind the scenes. A case of, like, too many hands in the pot, too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing.
At long last, freedom.
But no, I don't think they...
There is someone amongst us. Deal with her harshly.
Man, you hear a lot of new shit when you actually turn the voices up. Yeah, too many cooks, too many cooks. It departed from canon. I mean, the canon... Quack. I mean... There was already so little bare bones with canon that it shouldn't have taken much to not deviate from canon. And that they somehow managed to do that, and I don't know... I don't know why. Because, yeah, like, the whole thing with Zerg, it's like... like, the story's written for you right there. How can you fuck that up? I don't understand. I don't understand. Too many producers, like the newer Star Trek series? Maybe. I'd be curious if there's, like, a behind-the-scenes for that movie, because I'd love to look... I'd love to watch that. Like Frozen 2 is an example of one that had, like, massive production hell, to the point where they wrote their, like, flagship song, and they didn't even know what it was for. Like, how do you manage to do that? They wrote an entire meaningful song for Elsa's character, and they didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know how to have Elsa arrive at a point where that song would actually mean something. That's just backwards writing.
Thank you, champion. My servants are now free.
Like,
but the curse
God.
over this place remains. Like, seek the warden of the dungeon
it's
center
frustrating.
and end his evil forever.
Okay, lady. I don't know why we're doing this deviation when we're supposed to be rescuing an angel, but we'll do that. Because, I don't know, she seems nice. Maybe she'll open the door or something. Maybe she's holding us hostage here. Corps Protective Services. I still thought it was good. And that's fine. Absolutely. Like, just... of course, whenever I have an opinion on something, that's not, like, objective truth or anything. If you like something that I don't like, that's fine.
Am I alone here? Must I do this myself? So be it. Face me.
Oh, hello.
And repent your crimes.
Let's see how long he lasts. And... dead. I don't know, I was so scared for like 2 seconds. Let's see. Syndrome's a great twist villain, but Disney twist villain is when they just reveal good person to bad. God, yeah. Yeah, Syndrome, one of the last great twist villains. Or, what's his name? King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph. Also a good example of a good twist villain. One of the last from Disney. Like, that shit made sense. It was built up. It was still kind of shocking when the reveal happened. Like, that was a decent villain right there. Zerg was meant to be Buzz's father. How the hell they fucked him up? I don't know how they... Again, it has to have been, like, writing conflicts that happened. I really want to see the behind the scenes. Bunch of suits trying to check a bunch of boxes to make kids go crazy. Yeah, probably. Musicals used to be written that way all the time. People would write a bunch of songs and then voice them on a writer and go, make a story out of these! I guess, but I feel like for such a big sequel and such a big movie, such a big character song, that it should have been a little more organized than figuring out what it meant, like, a few months before they had to finish production and shit. Like, the behind the scenes for Frozen 2 is very telling. And very sad.
Weakness consumes you.
Let's see. How goes Diablo Tree? Pretty good. We're getting close to the end of Act 1. Someone on the internet saying their opinion is not objective truth. Unacceptable! No, I'm no arbiter of objective truth or anything. I'm just a vampire on the internet with opinions. Love that guy, yeah. King Candy's bad person, the worst person. Yeah, King Candy, that was a good twist. That was a good twist villain. I feel like we don't get enough of those. Actually like the Hans twist. I feel like it could have been foreshadowed a little better and handled a little better after the fact. Because, like, some of his actions just flat out don't make sense if he was supposed to be evil from the beginning. And they don't really telegraph when that change would have happened if it happened halfway through the movie. But, alas, that's old discourse at this point. King Kenny was simple and straightforward. Dude just wanted to race. Warden, face me! Comes in with skeleton babies and stuff. Dies without even fighting back. He tried. He failed, but he tried. Seen small theater groups take a whole bunch of songs that the group wrote and try to make a play to use all of them. That is pretty neat if they can manage to make a cohesive story out of something like that. That is really impressive. I'm right, everyone else is wrong. Also, did I say hey, Grey Jumbo? I think another one of those cases where you slipped in and I didn't say hi. Hello. I'm an arbiter of objective truth, and the objective truth is people are allowed to enjoy what they like and dislike whatever they want. Based? Hey, Neville! How are you doing, Neville? How are you doing today?
My lord.
You also finished the game today, didn't you?
As you requested.
Thank you, Lazarus. Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors.
Trying to get the skeletons not in the way.
My own wife.
Damn it, Gollum, get out of the way!
Conspiring against our kingdom.
My love.
There we go.
I swear, I have never betrayed you.
Lies. Until the very end.
Damn. That's cold. That's cold as ice. Let's see. Which Jumbo? Oh, there's that's right, there's two Jumbos. We have Grey Jumbo and you have Jumbo Scorpions. Just me, or did King Candy Loki have a bit creepypasta iconography in his backstory? Kinda. I mean, it makes sense, in a way. I guess at the time, creepypastas were kind of a big thing. It wouldn't really surprise me that much. Doing good, and yes I did? Congrats! That's awesome! Damn, he just headed out. Been a thoughtful, yet not bad place mentally lately. Strange, but I won't complain. I'm glad it's not a bad place. Thoughtful's not always bad. Thoughtful can just mean you're in like a point in your life where you're maybe gonna make like a change or something. Hopefully for the better if so. But I'm glad you're doing well. Short Circuit 2 also used the I need a hero for a scene and was equally good. God, it's been a while since I've seen Short Circuit 2. I remember Short Circuit 1 though. It's hard. God, why is it so hard for me to say Short Circuit fast? Let's see, this all itself slaps. Creepypastas, yeah, God. I feel like I was very briefly into creepypastas like
the time of my lord's
2013.
true awakening is at hand. That fool Leoric was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the Queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
So we know that results in Diablo 1 with Prince Albrecht. And Mr. Leoric became the Skeleton King. The Bone Man. Remember them back in the 2010s? Yeah. God, I remember... It was like freshman year of college, and that's where I kind of fell down very briefly the rabbit hole of like Sonic.exe and... God, the My Little Pony craze was like big at the time too. And I remember like the cupcakes creepypasta. God, There was like a whole era there. Really didn't like Genshin Impact, but I'm loving MiHoYo's new game. Is that oh god, what's the name of it? It's like Star something. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people playing it. I didn't know that was the same company. Is it the same company? Wait, so they made a game that kind of competes with their own game? That's a choice. That's an interesting choice. Let's see. Shirt Serpent, you said it correctly? Wait, what'd I say? Oh, the game buffered? Are we good now? It doesn't look like I lost frames. Shorp Sherbert. Rainbow Factory song. Short Circuit. Short Circuit. I'm overthinking it. Star Rail? Is it Star Rail? Yeah, that one. Jeff the Killer fandom is so... Does Jeff the Killer still has a fandom? All these years later? Really? That's a thing? Still? What'd you guys think of the Mario movie? I still haven't seen it! I still haven't seen it. At this rate, I'm gonna end up seeing it for free on Twitter again if it gets posted again. Which, there was like articles written about it being posted on Twitter, which makes me laugh, because I've seen like 2 or 3 movies that were posted for free on Twitter already. Like, the Puss in Boots movie, The Last Wish, I saw that on Twitter. Of course, it's the frickin' Mario movie getting put up that I miss, and gets articles written on it. Nintendo doesn't play around with copyright shit. Screen buffered like twice for a short time? I'm not so sure it was me. Might have been Twitch. I don't know. It doesn't look like it was anything on my end. Competing with yourself is a brilliant idea, but no, it doesn't really compete with Genshin. It's JR... Oh! I thought it was like Genshin. So it's like a regular JRPG. I did not know that. More JRPG than ARPG. Ah, I see. I understand now. I did not know that. Jeff the BK middle manager. Jeff the Killer still has a fan base, a person. Okay, fair enough.
Though my counsel begs me to reconsider, I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust.
Oof. Yeah, good luck with that. Oh, wait. Creepypastas are a great idea, but there's some great creepypastas, but so oversaturated in the issues that spooky spaghetti channels are basically forced to fill out their catalog with some utter crap stories because keeping a good upload schedule is important. It's one of those things where, yeah, at the beginning it was, like, interesting, and after a while it just became oversaturated and just a lot of derivative repeat ideas. It's like, once you've seen every, like, oh, this kid was delivered this, what's another one? Kid finds a haunted video game at a yard sale. Like, that kind of, like, premise. Like, you can only read, like, so many of those before you're like, oh, yeah, it's another one of those. Genshin Impact is in its gotcha-ness. Actual gameplay and narrative style is different. I think that's where I was confused, because I thought, is the what's it called again? Honkai Star Rail. Like, I heard it had, like, gacha mechanics, and I think that was where I was confused of whether or not it was, like, Genshin. So it's, like, a single-player JRPG with gacha? Is that right?
Can abide you no longer.
Honka Goose Attack? Tonka Trucks. No, but it's Honkai. Honkai. Like normal pasta more? Don't like cinema, so I have to wait for it to come out on streaming services. Honestly, I just don't... It's not as much fun going to the movies by myself. Even though when I go with other people, I don't want them to talk or anything. But I like having people to talk to after the movie's over. And I like being able to, like, look over at their faces to, like, see their expressions. Like, how's everyone reacting to this moment? Just as long as they do it silently. Single-player turn-based combat Genshin. I guess that does sound pretty different at least. WWE chant. Oh, hold on. Let's go. Ba-ba-ba. So many sprites and world building made for it. Can't wait till you get this game's true ending. Find the true source of Diablo's power. Yeah. I wonder what that is. I mean, the answer is all of our fear. All of our fear is such power. Someone did a 2-hour reading and slideshow of it on YouTube. For the Godzilla NES creepypasta? Really? Have I never heard of this? Then again, there's so many. There's probably bazillions I've never heard of. Let's see. Prefer Eldritch Fettuccine? Ben Drowned? Ah, that was probably my entry point to creepypastas, actually, was Ben Drowned. I fell so deep down that rabbit hole. Like, oh god. Ben Drowned, like, the creepy, what's it, a Mario game? It was one of the Mario games where they had, like creepy figures in the background, like, some of the levels. And I remember there was, like, theories about what they were. Slenderman, the Rage Theater, Cupcakes, yep, I remember that. Jeff the Killer, Smile Dog, yep. Or the Lavender Town theme, that's a classic. That's a classic creepypasta. / sort of truth. Just accidentally hit that.
This will be a challenge.
Red Mist, Squidward, Dead Bart. Man, there's so many. I've heard of a lot of those. Even if I didn't, like, read them, I still, like, kind of absorb knowledge of them through, like, the osmosis of being on the internet.
You will make a fine corpse.
Oh, you're still not dead? My brother and I are both terrible for pausing movies to dissect what's happening. Yeah, it's so hard going to the movies with she's in chat, but it's hard to go to the movies with my mom because she tries to, you know, to talk to me about shit, and I'm like, no, we're in the theater, save it for later. Like, communicate it to me with your eyes. I used to go into the movies by myself, but then COVID happened, I don't go. Yeah, there was like a brief moment where I was okay with like going out. I even went on like dates and stuff briefly, but then COVID happened and then I became an ultra hermit. Like, I doubled down on being a hermit instead. Hell Valley Skytree. Hated any and all cursed game creepypastas. Valley from Undertale is actually based off Face from the NES creepypasta? Really? That sounds like a lore rabbit hole I gotta go down. Lucid defeated Diablo because she was Wither didn't die? No! That made me sad! No! I want the alternate ending where we just leave together. More like Drew Inspiration. Oh, I see. Every cursed game creepypasta was, I got this game and something was doing something, did something you can't do in this game. Wow, spooky. Or like, character appeared in this game that's not supposed to be there, and then they showed up to my house. Like that kind of thing. Like Tails Doll. Y'all remember Tails Doll?
This world can abide you no longer.
Like, the only reason I knew about that one Sonic racing game was because of the frickin' Tails Doll creepypasta. What was it? Sonic, like, what was it called? I don't remember what it was called, but there was, like, the one song that would play during the Tails creepypasta story, and, like, that's, like, all I knew of that racing game. Can you feel the sunshine? Yeah, that one! That's the Sonic R! That's the one! That was, like, that and, like, Ben Drowned. Those are, like, two of the prominent ones I remember. Also the Sonic.exe story. Those are, like, hand in hand. And yeah, Mario. The Mario.exe. So many EXE stories. They're all basically the same. Mom sleeps during movies. See, my mom will fall asleep during movies if we watch them at home. If it's, like, not a very interesting movie. But, like, during the theater, it's mostly just trying to get her to not keep talking to me. Falling asleep in the theater. It's
decay and rot.
It's, you know, there's pros and cons. Let's see. Oh, you're leaving? Why even have a good night? Take care of better care of your I'll take better care of the golem. Skelebabies need some meat on those bones.
Weakness consumes you.
I mean, if you put flesh on skeleton minions, are they skeleton minions anymore or just minions?
am overburdened.
But also, I am kind of overburdened, aren't I? Hold on. Is there anything I can swap out? Make number go up? Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna start one-shotting things really bad now. That's fine. Look at all those green numbers. Ooh. This does 11% more damage, but... Nah, it really levels doesn't really matter if I'm using blue versus yellow or whatever. I'm gonna be swapping things out constantly. Hold on.
I need to go back.
Let's go toss these in a blender. Your choice comments about the film or the snoring. It's I mean, yeah. It's a trade-off. You gotta pick one. You just can't pick them all. You can't win. Let's see. You've gotten better. You have? I'm overburdened. Me when I have 2 tests to do today. God. So one of my producers was like, "Hey, you have some time to meet real quick?" And I'm like, "Well," this was like literally 30 seconds before my first meeting of the day. And I'm like, yeah, I can be available in like 15 minutes." And he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem. Let's see." He was like, "I'm busy, so you'll probably catch me throughout the day." I'm like, "Oh, okay." 15 minutes later, "I'm available now." "Oh, I won't be available until after 3. I'm like, "Oh. Well, my last meeting is at 3, so I can be available at 3:30. "Yeah, okay, no problem." So my end of day meeting got punted to tomorrow. So I'm like, "Hey, I'm actually available now. If you are." And he didn't message me again for the rest of today. So guess that meeting wasn't that important. I'm not mad. I definitely wasn't, like, sitting around waiting in anticipation for this call that never happened. I'm not mad. Let's see. Oh, but yeah, why even? Have a good rest of your night. Anyone played Mortal Kombat Armageddon? Mediocre entry in the series, but intro seems memorable. I've not actually played any Mortal Kombat game for longer than like a match or 2 at a friend's house or something of that nature. I've never like owned a Mortal Kombat game. I think I've said before, the only fighting game I've ever played like at length was Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. And only a couple of them. Let's see. Overburdened with one task. That one task is simple. Do everything. See, a single task, that will take up my whole day. Because I will be waiting in anticipation, like in limbo, to do that one task. I can't do anything else. Let's see, meeting punters know exactly what they're doing. Me punting one of my meetings today. I mean, to be fair, I punted the meeting, one of the meetings I was supposed to do, because the meeting I needed to get information for that meeting got punted, so I'm like, well, I mean, I can't show up to a meeting with nothing to show up with, so I guess this is happening tomorrow, too. It's fine. It's not fine, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You call me a weeb? Only, oh, I mean, weebs can call each other weebs, it's fine. Let's see, lots of fighting games people have contempt for Mortal Kombat for some reason. Really? Why? Like, in general, or like recent games? Boruto's had Ultimate Ninja Storm. Hey, look, we can have Leah lore.
This damned power I have. Uncle Deckard said it came from my mother. He tried to teach me how to control it using his Herodric training, but it never really helped. He never gave up on me, though. He was a great man.
Cain deserved better.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, crawling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us.
So you'd rather just we do nothing because, hey, he died. I mean, oh, Leah. Let's see, I've been watching Limmy's video almost daily. It's such a weird humor and I love it. Oh, did I miss a message? Hold on, let me scroll up. What? Who's Limmy? I think I missed a message somewhere about that. Wonder what they're gonna make an anime telling Porto's dad's story. The world may never know his origin. Probably kind of sucks. Couldn't even beat someone whose only power is I make small thing big. Didn't miss anything. Was a rant. Oh, okay. Don't fall in love when this bitch show up. Yeah, I've never heard of them. I don't think. I don't really care about that. Alright. Back on track. Yoink. Alright. I think we're actually getting close to our end goal here, too.
Do not fear the end.
Oh yeah, we're definitely one-shotting things now. Oh no. Swapping out like that one weapon. Referencing a Discord message. Oh! Okay, that explains. Yep, it's boss time. Now, this one actually could be hard. We'll see. This is basically a tanky...
Move.
This is basically a DPS check.
Back in Tristram, crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the butcher.
Fresh meat. Honestly, the Butcher's like basically the staple of this series. He's been in every... Fresh meat! Because he's been in every game but 2. Kinda, yeah!
Flesh good, human flesh better.
Aw, it's so nice being able to actually hear him. I'm so used to him either, dying immediately because I play in adventure mode, or the voices being so low you can't hear him. You can't hear his dulcet tones as he threatens to eat you.
Give it more time.
Have you gotten to have thoughts on Redfall yet? It's sad. It's disappointing. Arcane is good company, and it seems like they kind of were forced to shove this half-baked product out the door, and I feel bad for them. Okay, that fight wasn't that hard. Never mind. Ooh, but cool belt. I mean, at least this fight's kind of interesting because you gotta keep moving around the arena. So I don't think my resistances are high enough that I could get away with just standing still. Pointing at street. I know that guy. The real mascot of Diablo? Kinda. He's definitely one of the big uns. Oh. Yes. 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 Right, pretty decent damage boost, yeah. Thanks, Butcher. I appreciate that, thank you. Is it the same Butcher from D1? Yes. It's always the same Butcher. He just keeps getting resurrected. And yes, he is in Diablo 4 in the greatest way. When I'm streaming it, it's inevitably we're gonna see him pop up, and it's gonna be so great. I can't wait to scream my ass off. Mo. Let's see. Don't know why they even released it. It really seems like they just kind of released it to die. Like, I've seen games where that's happened before, where it's very clear the company just released the game, or I've seen what happened with movies too, where they just release it to die and then like write it off as like a tax write-off or whatever. But like, it's so sad. Like, they didn't need to send that game off to die like they did. Speaking of... Yeah, I'll just send them out beforehand. Ah, my golem couldn't make it over the jump. I don't know why I expected him to. I don't know why I expected him to. Execs want money now, not later. I heard a rumor. I don't know if there's any validity to it, because there was like no source. That they pushed Redfall out the gate so they could focus on a bigger single-player narrative project. But I didn't see a source. I would not take that seriously. Butcher and cow level are really all I know about Diablo. I mean, what else do you need to know? Scared the F out of me in 4. I was so excited. I think I encountered him twice maybe in 4. And I wasn't able to beat him either time. He kicked my ass. Look what they did to my boy. That's what I'm saying. If they just mothballed, at least they wouldn't have damaged the reputation. Yeah, like if they really released it to die so they could focus on other projects, it seems like kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Because yeah, it's gonna tank Arcane's reputation. An otherwise pretty decent one too, which is like really fucked up. It's like what Anthem, well, no, yeah, it's like what Anthem did to BioWare. Like, well, because like Andromeda was like a different team, so people kind of chalked it up to that. They're like, oh, that's just like the BioWare B team. Or more like the C team, I guess. And then like Dragon Age 2 was kind of like a one-off where like maybe this is just like the one bad game. And then Inquisition was pretty okay. But Anthem really hurt, and I feel like this is really gonna hurt Arcane. Every time I couldn't handle, he showed up to wreck my day. As soon as I get geared up, dude's mysteriously absent. That's how they always do. Only upside to this I could imagine is that it lowers their expectations for the next game. So then if they surpass, yeah, they set that bar nice and low.
I am dying.
Take up your sword.
My sword.
Oh, he's all better now.
I remember now.
His sword spawned clothes on him.
Of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael.
It's ya boy. It's our himbo. It's our lad. It's our himbo of justice, Tyrael. In the flesh, for really reals this time. Can we get Tyrael's armor in Diablo 3? You can look, I mean, not his exact armor, but there's a lot of armor that's very similar in, like, aesthetic. So you could, like, cosplay as an angel. I mean, I do also have I have a lot of wings. I also have a couple different sets of angel wings. I don't have the one that came with the collector's edition, though, because my dad kept that. I'm so bitter about that. At least I kept the USB. Damn it. Let's see. Anthem didn't do it to BioWare. Mass Effect 3 started the trend of declining trust? True. I do think they're... No, you're kind of right about that. A lot of people never really forgave him for 3. By that time I didn't mind 3 when I played it. Any of the times I played. The first time I played was before they had the extended ending. And I thought it was still, like, okay. After I played it, like, the second or third time later on, after the extended cut ending, or whatever it was they called that, I thought it was fine. I actually enjoyed it after that point. But it's definitely super flawed. I am a fallen star.
You have restored my mind.
I do love his voice in this game, though.
Now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world.
See, now he gets to give us the plot.
Belial's shadow has fallen upon Chaldean.
The priests of Rathma feared this would come to pass.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
See, it is kind of funny that that's literally when we get the plot. We spend all of Act 1 getting Tyrael, and then at the end of Act 1, Tyrael tells us what the plot is. It's fine. Like, in Diablo 2, it only took halfway through Act 1 for Deckard to tell us the plot. It took us the end of Act 1 to get the plot in this one. Which is a choice. Mass Effect 3's ending, Inquisition being excessively bloated with declining character quality, Andromeda being a complete mess. Anthem was Anthem. Yeah, Andromeda has the one excuse that it was made by a completely different team of, like, basically rookies. Which is really sad, because they were, like, very ambitious and passionate, and it feels like they were kind of let down. Like, a producer let them go way too far with trying to attempt a procedurally generated galaxy. Which was madness for a team of that scale and that kind of scope. Like, What producer in their right mind didn't say, this is out of scope? Let's not. Until it was like 1 year away from release. Fucking, who, that team was let down. Mass Effect 3, I could write an essay on how the Destroy ending is actually pretty decent, and that is the one I consider to be canon. But I don't want to go into that essay now. I'll wait until we play through the series on stream, and then I'll rant. Oh. Oh no! Why? Hold on. Why the? Oh, because the .mov. Hold on. Can I untime you? Untimeout. You are free. You're out of timeout. It's because of the Karl.mov. Stream Elements panicked because it was a link. Quack. Quack. Let's see. And yeah, Inquisition. I didn't mind Inquisition. I think it goes on a little too long. I think with the open worldness, that's kind of just the nature of a game being open world, is you end up with a lot of bloat. But like overall, I still enjoyed Inquisition. It'd be funny to hear Tyrell's deep voice and ironically say something like, "The fate of heaven is in your hands." Oh, mommy! Can you imagine if the characters actually said our names? I wish. It's stupid as hell. Oh, Stream Elements? I mean, yeah. It's to keep, like, the follower bots are like, get more followers at blah 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 blah.com. It's to stop those things.
Time grows short,
But
my friends.
thankfully, I could alt
Even
tab and
now,
just
Belial's
free you.
influence is spreading through Chaldea.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight
Don't worry,
to
the plot will find us.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
There is time enough for that.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
Always into the east. Just like in Diablo 2. It's like poetry, it rhymes. Do you remember the stories well? Hold on, let me read through some of them. Because they got all crossed out by Stream Elements. Master Regime, I've heard the Rugrats theory. That's like kind of in that collection of creepypastas that are like, what if childhood show was actually more dark and scary than it was? Ugh. That's like a whole genre in and of itself. I've heard of the other ones though, but there's so many. There's like bazillions. Still enjoyed Mass Effect 3, Inquisition, and even Andromeda, but there were clear declines in quality present in all three. Yeah. Only minimal in 3, but that shows just how beloved BioWare was before that, and smallish when Mass Effect 3 was a big deal. Literally, it was just like the last third of that game. Well, there was also there was just so many choices throughout the first 2 games that by the time they got to the third one, it's like, how do we reconcile all these different choices the player could have made? And their answer to some of that was kind of a cop-out. Like the Rachni, oh my god. You know, we'll get to my full Mass Effect rant when we get to Mass Effect again.
I wish to know more of the demons we face.
Belial is the Lord of Lies. He desires power before all other things, and his 1,000 schemes are designed toward this end. His brother, Asmodan, reigns over the other half of Hell as the Lord of Sin. I sense his influence in this world, but I do not yet know where he will strike.
Certainly Belial must know.
They are more rivals than allies in these days, but I pray that you are right.
No, I know what you mean about, the one character I'm thinking of. You had to be so mean to turn him down. I think I know who you're talking about. There's a couple characters that are like that in 3. What's her name? Chambers? I think was her name? I forget what was her name? That you can kind of flirt with. But like there's not like a full romance there. It's like it clearly screams that like this there was like content that was cut or unfinished there. But no, I agree. There are some characters that they just did not write very well, or just underutilized to hell. And yeah, he's one of them. And Chambers is too. They had that same problem in Andromeda as well, if I remember right. Basically, if you don't want to end up with them, you have to bully him pretty cruelly, basically. Okay, you know where that problem is, like, huge? Dragon Age 2. All of your companions are attracted to you, and you have to reject them pretty harshly for them to not accidentally be in a relationship with you. It's like a it's like a trap. It's like if you're trying to be even remotely amicable to like everybody at all times, someone's gonna think that you're suddenly their like partner. And it's like, oh no, I didn't plan for this. This is what I wanted. It's so hard. But well, you'll see eventually when I get to that as well. Dragon Age 2 has a lot of issues. Like, at least the character writing is interesting, but the lack of agency you ultimately have in that game is so bad. Lost her identity after trying to pivot to Jade Empire style ARPG and move away from Baldur's Gate and KOTOR. Really see it the way Dragon Age changes over time. See, I read the Dragon Age changes less being a transition of gameplay style to like ARPGs and stuff. I saw it more as catering and building these games for consoles first and PC second. Because, like, especially when you got to Dragon Age 2, that entire UI was screaming that this was made for console first, and PC was an afterthought. And I got that impression from Inquisition as well. Jade Empire was a cool game, wasn't it? I still haven't played! I wanna, though. It's on my list. It's on my list. Hold on, is there anything more interesting lore we can get out of Leah? No. Any stuff I can throw away? Yes, everything. Throw it in the garbage.
My friend, shall we depart to Caldeum?
Let's see, I haven't either heard good things about it, though. Yeah. They kind of go hand in hand. ARPG is a lot more accessible on console than stuff like KOTOR with all its menus. The CRPG, kind of, in general, is, I mean, it's in the name, computer. Like, those games were never really suited to console, which is kind of why it's a dying genre. Alright, we ready for movie time? It's movie time. It's movie time. It's movie time. Movie time. Cutscene time. Get your popcorn. Bring a water bottle.
It was all just stories.
Oh my god!
My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
You're literally standing next to an angel.
Sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
What the fuck? I don't know if you'll hear that. Someone's yelling outside my apartment.
The law of the high heaven strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Call him out.
You will now answer for your transgressions.
This is pretty cool.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself.
He's unjudgeable.
We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
Dun, dun, dun.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
He ripped the wings off his own back.
Thus, I fell. Willingly.
He chose to be immortal. For us.
Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I have an explanation for the armor, but I'll wait until after the
I
cutscene.
never believed all your crazy tales.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Your work.
She was literally gonna burn his journal with his body until Tyrael gave her a flashback that she did not need. She's like, all your stories, even though I'm standing next to a fucking angel.
I will carry on for you.
Okay, Leah. Yeah, pretty cool fight scene though. My God, Leah! Act 2. Act dos.
I must leave Tristram behind. For a greater evil lurks within Chaldean. The Lord of Lies is hiding there. Somewhere within the great city.
As is tradition, Act 2 is the desert level. Just like in Diablo 2, it's like poetry, it rhymes. Let's see, so now I can respond. Likely to take on a corporeal form when his actual face is becoming mortal. Yeah! So, in the lore, push it up with that, just in the lore. The angels are made of light. Like, they don't have a corporeal form. If you were to, like, look under their hoods that they have, there would be, like, nothing there. Like, no physical form. They are made of that light. That is their wings. And the armor basically just channels their light into wings. But, like, that light is part of their bodies. It is their body. In a way. That's why when you kill an angel, like, their armor kind of, like, implodes in on itself, because, like, the light inside is extinguished, so they just kind of... Like, if you've seen Poltergeist, like, how the house, like... That's spoiled for 30 or 40-year-old movie. When it, like, implodes in on itself and, like, poofs. Like, that's what happens when, like, an angel dies. Like, their armor, like, compresses into itself. It's really neat. It's like a star dying. Like, in turning into a very brief black hole that just slurps up the armor. Let's see. Cain was not as crazy as everyone thought on all this world against the previous game. He was never... Leah's the only one that it doesn't make any sense to, like, not believe Cain. She needed Tyrael to be like, hey girl, you're being dumb. And to forcibly show her a flashback to convince her. It's silly. Just an absolute little shit. 0 to 10 would hate on her again. She's such a victim of bad writing. It's frustrating. But yeah, the cutscene is pretty cool. Let's see. Now it's ogre. Love you in a cheeky, confident way. Hate you. I hate you. I hope you lose everything and are alone forever. The dialogue options in ME3. God, that's not much of an exaggeration. Demons explode, angels implode? Kinda, yeah. Everyone that seems a necromancer, oh, just flesh goblin, just skeletons again. Nothing to worry about. This is an everyday occurrence. Like that, at least the skeletons learn how to maintain a line. Yeah, they're not as hyperactive as the ones in Diablo 2. Flesh Golem now reminds me of the Shambler from Quake 1. Kinda. I can see it. The Shambler's super cute, though. Like, I would get a Shambler plushie. Look at that view of the city. It's so pretty. Looks so far away. Looks can be deceiving.
Here we are. Chaldean, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench, Omir.
It would be best.
He has a strong sense of smell.
You two search
Must be
for
an
Belial.
angel thing?
I shall hunt Magda.
We have to hunt Butterfly Lady, because, yeah, that's totally the person we want to be chasing after in this game. Butterfly Witch. Diablo 2 skeletons are brats with gremlin energy? Yes.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take a look.
My comparison is always that the Diablo 2 skeletons are like a bunch of toddlers on pixie sticks. Just running around like crazy. You need those, like, child leashes to keep them all under control. Man, I know a lot of people, or I've seen a lot of people on the internet that have really strong opinions against those child leashes, but I had one. I thought that was fine. Like, is it like a generational thing or something, or am I just a weirdo? Because it let me walk around and stuff like that without having to, like, hold my mom's hand all the time. Doesn't have a good sense of something. Belial just really stinks. I love that. Like, angels don't have the noses like bloodhounds. It's just Belial's extra stinky. Skeletons got bad case of the zoomies? Yes. More skeleton master, you have the worst case of zoomies they have. No idea. I think they make sense. Yeah, I mean, I think they make total sense. They give your kid a little bit of independence to, like, roam around within, like, a foot of you. Maybe a foot or two of you. You get to have both hands, like, usable. Child leashes are good, just look... Yeah, they look kind of goofy, but, I mean, if it works, it works. I'm gremlin child, no regrets whatsoever. I wasn't even that much of a gremlin child, either. Let's see. We can do a little bit more of Act 2. We can get into this a little bit.
Are you guarding the refugees over there?
I am not a guard. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, but even now
I feel like the Shira
wreaks
pops up
havoc
somewhere else. I'm
throughout
trying to
the
remember where.
borderlands.
Where did you last see her?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost.
Let's see. Wish you could command the Skellies to make a wall in front of you and tank hits. I mean, you kind of can when you're fighting enemies. You can just, like, do...
No.
Well, not right now. No. But you can use command skeletons to, like, send them over to an enemy, and then they kind of wall them off. As long as, like, they're successfully aggroing, if, like, they should be. West Adam was abducted. Yeah. I also feel like the 80s is when a lot of things changed. My theory is that it was not necessarily... It was the introduction, I think, of America's Most Wanted. At least in the US. I feel like that's when a lot of shift towards, like, overprotectiveness and stuff started. Like, a lot fewer, like, latchkey kids and stuff. A lot less letting kids roam around and, like riding bikes around the neighborhood kind of thing. That kind of died off after that. And I feel like that was one of the reasons why. Wall the enemy in while the spear charges. Let's see.
All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Hey, she looks just like the girl up in the encampment.
God lets no one in. These
Copy
people
pasted.
are sentenced to a slow death.
I think they should use parents who leave their kid on a child leash and let them wreak havoc. Okay, but yeah, that defeats the purpose. If you're just gonna... It's the kind of same thing of, like, handing your kid an iPad. If you're gonna, like, just let the iPad babysit your kid, that's defeating the point. If you're just gonna, like, put them on a leash and then let them, like, wreak havoc within your radius, like, it's defeating the point. You're missing the point. Like, it's not there to parent your kid for you. It's there as a failsafe. Don't want to have a mental idea of skeletons walking around and the child just takes one of them. I'd be worried about, like, dogs grabbing bones.
Until we helped the Zakharum priests
Like, ooh, a
find
snack.
successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that. But everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
So there's a bit of a conflict here between the Imperial Guard versus the Iron Wolves that are around here.
Teriel and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who
We just heard about that,
from
Leah.
the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Just see that you get out again in one piece.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it's fine. But look, get a whole load of this. A town with people in it.
Order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all
remain here.
Let us in! We are dying of hunger and thirst. Can't you smell the stench of death?
The Emperor has forsaken us.
Back, or we will force you back.
The Imperial Guard would let us die here. At least the Iron Wolves try to aid us.
Mention them again, and I will leave your corpse for them to find.
When the Emperor discovers that you shut me out here with this rabble, you'll be lucky if he only takes your head.
You cannot deny us entry into the city!
With the rebel lady. Come on. Gotta have some solidarity. Come on. Everything changed a few months ago when the Fire Nation attacked. Hook the skellies up to a bunch of child leashes tied to the flesh golem. Yeah, have the golem just be the wrangler. Give kid iPad and leave them unattended for hours, come back and see them watching something you don't like. How dare this thing exist for my child to watch? It's so true, though.
I've seen people skinned alive.
It's so true, though. Parents just leaving their kids with the iPad, like, unattended, and then being surprised when they end up watching shit they don't want them watching. Like, maybe you should pay attention if you're a kid.
Over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert.
With the chat box, it looks like the golem's talking.
Seek out Captain David.
With the chat box appearing right above the golem, it was like the golem was talking. Picturing a golem whipping around 7 skeletons attached to leashes. Like a skeleton tornado. Bonus point is the golem has enough intelligence to put more armor on the skeletons. But yeah, this is like one of the few opportunities you get to actually see like the inside of buildings and like a populace like inside and like around. It's kind of neat. It's like, look, they got a hookah and everything. This place is rad.
All this pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child.
Wabbit! Welcome, Wabbit! Welcome, Raiders! How are you doing, Wabbit?
R0G3RW4BB17 rated my stream with 1 viewers.
Not doing too bad? What were you playing? What were you doing?
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner. All these people being locked out of the city has really helped my trade.
Ugh, what a capitalist. Playing Final Fantasy 14. Ooh, hope you're having fun. What were you up to? Just doing quests?
I had was in Alcarnus.
Or were you like working toward a specific goal? Yeah, welcome Raiders. Yeah, what was your Final Fantasy adventure and what were you doing in it? A lot of prep work, gathering, and crafting? Oh, that sounds relaxing. That sounds like a nice relaxing little activity, I think. And fates? With the capitalized, does that stand for something? I'll admit, I never got very far into Final Fantasy 14.
We came here for help, and how do they treat us? Like animals.
Let's see, any more banter?
There, child, what is that foul stench?
It's the sewer, sir. That hole goes right into it.
I'm sure our Emperor had his reasons for closing the gates, but how are we expected to sleep scant inches from tunnels packed with filth?
A bit of advice, my lord. If I were you, I would sleep with my back against a wall.
Is she threatening to kill him? Wait, what? I would sleep with his back against the wall? Is she suggesting that she was gonna stab him in the back? Was that a threat? Nah, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's nothing. Fucking roasted. Like, damn, okay. A little extreme, but alright. Yeah, this golem's just always in the way. There we go. I'll come from this way.
Traveler, cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
I mean to stop them.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
Out of the companions that you can have, I like
There are
Enchantress.
illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
I understand, but my death does not lie here.
But yeah, you don't really get, like, the entirety of her character arc until Reaper of Souls, much like the other companion characters. She just kind of hints at her own lore. But you don't really get to, like, resolve any of it actively until then. Sound like some spoiled rich noble was about to be liberated of values? Oh, you think that's what she was implying? She was gonna, like, rob him?
Trained well.
Oh, I did nothing and I leveled up. Nice. Hit the Luigi way. I did nothing and I leveled up. But yeah, this place sucked because of these guys. With Inferno difficulty. Because anything that was like elemental damage, especially poison, was so OP back then. So having all these freaking poison flies, absolute nightmare. Like if you got past this act in Inferno, it was like a freaking miracle. Fates are like world quests. They spawn in the world at timed intervals.
They are very near to us.
Oh, world quest. Okay, I get that.
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones.
We're like, you're dead. Oh, just kidding, there's more. Okay, now you're dead.
You knew that would happen. I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
Why have you come here?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
So Fates are like world quests. What is it like Fates like all capitalized? Does it stand for something? What does each letter stand for?
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolf!
Oh shit, I don't have... There we go. Dead.
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Are there more of them ahead?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
So it's basically the same quest from before of going to 2 different places to find 2 different things in order to progress. Except there's an added little gimmick to this one, which is kind of nice. It's kind of interesting in theory, even though you could totally just ignore it and go find the caves yourselves. But I think we need to enter the next area for them to start showing up. Up here. But
There is another illusion here.
But if you look on the ground...
Cultists try to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered.
Are-
If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals.
As you
I will
wander
seek
around,
out
she'll
any other traces of their magic.
reveal footsteps that will lead to like the different areas you're supposed to go to. Which is kind of neat. It's an interesting little gimmick that they have for this area. But again, you could also just totally ignore it and like, just go up here.
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
Like, this area isn't that big. You could easily just like go here, and then I think it's like a little further to the right, and there's the other one. Like, it's neat in theory, but they could have done something more with it, I think. Probably all caps for the aesthetic.
The ritual is disrupted!
I buy that. It's like, Fates? I don't know what that means. Fates with like all capitals? It's like, who cares? It looks cool. It means things.
There should be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
They tortured my poor husband.
We will avenge him.
Now, this area looks interesting with like stuff like that. But like, I think it's the lighting. I think the lighting in this area just isn't right. It doesn't look like the lighting doesn't suit this cool set piece the way it should. It doesn't look like dark and evil enough. Like, it just seems so sparse. Like, there's some blood here, some blood there. You know, there's some couple torture devices there. And then there's this cool set piece. But like, I don't know, it's just not as visually interesting as I feel like it should be, when like something this cool is like right here. It just kind of melts into the background. It's one of those things. Don't take this from the Enchantress, it's like all she is going for. You're right, I should let her do her thing.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Yeah, this map isn't that big. It's impossible to get lost. It is, in fact, idiot-proof. Eat the face! Look at all those buddies back there. Oh, my skeletons can't make it? Ah, thought they totally could. I was wrong. So true. I feel like that's this game's problem in general in a lot of areas. Just a lot of the wrong lighting. Like, lighting would go a long way. Get him, get him, get him. Got him. Ooh, thanks for the goodies. Wow, like even this area, like compare this to like the desert from Diablo 2. It's so saturated. Like, it's almost too colorful, even for a desert.
All must serve the cycle.
Like, it's so bright. Everything's so bright and colorful. And like, there's blood everywhere, I guess, but like, I don't know. I think it really does have to do with the lighting. Like, a huge part of it. Like, these corpses and bodies almost don't feel like they mesh with the environment that they're in. Like, it looks like they're from two totally different games. And, like, I feel like they almost made that mistake with the skeletons in Diablo 4 until they fixed. One of the patch notes post-beta was that they made the skeletons less bright. Which, yeah, they were pretty bright.
Oh,
So much blood. They outsourced the corpses. Ow!
Before, we were crazed with starvation from 3 days.
I'm curious how much they did.
But that is no excuse for what we have done. Day 7. I cannot face what I have become. Day 10. I hunger, but I am patient. Someone will come for me, and then I will feed again.
Damn. But yeah, I am curious how much of this game they would have outsourced. Every game these days outsources something. Usually, like, model making and stuff like that. Like, making extra, like, background assets, or QA gets outsourced a lot. Like, that's kind of the case that I'm in right now. I'm one of five embedded testers, and then like a bazillions other people eventually are going to be all external. That's how a lot of companies work nowadays. Oh wait, I didn't go to the other cavern. AI outsourcing. I hate that it is already an actual issue in places. Like, I was reading a thread earlier today even that, like, thousands of jobs in China specifically, like, developers have lost jobs to AI already. And that'll definitely be us if we don't regulate it soon. Which I'm hoping that with this writer's strike that's happening right now, maybe that'll get that ball rolling. Because one of the things that they're demanding is that AI are not going to replace writers. And I so fucking hope that they get that demand met. Yeah, this writer's strike, I'm rooting for everyone. There's gonna be no such thing as what? You know they aren't testing the AI, right? Who's they? You mean the game developers, or you mean people that are developing these tools? Because you're right that they kind of just throw this shit out to the wind and just let it do whatever. They aren't testing it? That does not surprise me. I had friends in the tech sector that were like already wary about the lack of testing and stuff for this.
They are casting part of the illusion inside.
That they were being like irresponsible with the way they were testing and developing these kinds of tools. So like the writing has been on the wall for like several years at this point, and now it's just coming to a head.
No.
The ritual is
like stuff like inherent biases and stuff like that, and like the data sets that these AI are generated with, like things like that are just not regulated enough.
There. That ought to dispel the Coven's magic. Let us go to the bridge.
Like, not enough care is being taken for the ethics of any of this. I'm thinking studios are going to attempt using AI during the strike. I hope we pay very close attention to any studios that try to do that. Because any that try to cross the picket line with AI, fuck them. Holy shit. Same thing with TV shows. Any TV show that, if it becomes suspicious that they haven't, like, stopped any of their, like, a lot of shows are going to have a bunch of episodes on hand, like, pre-made for something like this. If this strike goes on, like, for a while, and some shows seem to decline in quality but, like, still keep going, I would be very sus of them using AI. Skelly Boys deleting cults is like nobody's business. Yeah, when we start up again next week, we're probably going to have to bump up to expert. Because we're starting to one-shot things. The question of AI will be better love story than Twilight. It'll probably just steal from Twilight. AI doesn't really make anything. It's all... anything an AI generates is just derivative of, like, stuff that it steals from. If you told it to make a better love story than Twilight, it probably would literally just pull plot points from Twilight. Every single article about how AIs, for example, denying the Holocaust happened or straight up some fucked up launch is literally the same as when developer studio released a beta or alpha to gamers and gamers. Yeah, they're relying on the public to, like, basically test the AI for them, but bad actors are absolutely gonna, like, flood these AIs with fucked up things. It happens every time. Every time. What was that Microsoft AI that they released on Twitter, and within, like, a day, it became, like, a racist, bigoted Holocaust denier? What was it, like, Tammy or something? What's that AI? I forget the name, but it took, like, a day. Plot twist, last season of Game of Thrones was AI writing. God, that last season's gonna be a meme forever.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, and it was
even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
Kill the demon lord she serves.
See, this is why I don't like bringing the companions with us.
You must be the one I was meant to find here.
How dare you interrupt, Deckard!
It is with some reluctance that I write
this is why I
on
can't bring the
7
companions with me.
lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils,
roll call.
Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Yeah, there we go. Had to let him say his name. But yeah, the companions will never shut the fuck up otherwise. So after she's done with her mission with us, we're gonna have to kick her. Useful when you're, like, just doing adventure mode stuff, but if you want to actually pay attention, like, journals and stuff, they're kind of a hindrance. It's very, very bad dialogue traffic control. They said that thing! Christian Bale! See, maybe the very last book, A Song of Ice and Fire, will see George R.R. Martin use to... God. Can you imagine the scandal that would be?
My true tale.
I don't want to imagine that kind of scandal. Holy shit, that would be, like, insane. It better not fucking happen.
I am not from Chaldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained
very
us
old.
and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
The Prophet? I have not heard of this figure, but your aid is welcome.
So
I have trained well.
So the Enchantress is 1,500 years old. Very interesting.
Now, to the Qasim outpost.
And I love how your character just doesn't really question this. They're just like, okay. I've not heard of this prophet, but I'll take your word for it. Like, that's very interesting now. Anyway, goodbye. But I guess we're basically borderline, like, a god. So maybe we're just not this surprised by anything anymore. Oh yeah, but wait, George R. R. Martin has 2 books he's supposed to be writing. Honestly, I'll be impressed if he releases either of them before, like, I don't know, the end of my lifetime. There we go. The character just does that one gif of the cheering on you with the thumbs up. Basically, yeah. That's real cool. Thumbs up.
The way is blocked. I must go through the Qasim outpost to the west.
Decay and rot!
Boink. Let's see. Wait, to the west? That would be this way, right? Yeah. Yoink. Oh wait, do I have an amulet? I was like, do I have an amulet yet? Literally just equipped it as soon as I picked it up. That answers my question. 2-hand... Oh, yoink. Yes, please. Decay! Donkey Kong! DK and Rot. DK and his friend Rot. Let's see, there we go, this way. But yeah, I don't know, like, this desert level, compared to, like, Diablo 2, it feels, like, way shorter. Like, we're already basically out of this area. Already. And we're not even that, well... No, we're not even that overpowered. This game just has really insane power creep. I maintain that. Actually, we don't even really need to do the ruins. That's stuff for, like, if we're doing adventure mode, like, side quests and stuff, if we want. But we're focused on the main story. Explosions.
Belial, Lord of Lies, is the most elusive of the 7 evils, and is a master of deceit. It is said that he manipulated Asmodan into revolt against the prime evils. This began the Burning Hell's civil war, which ended with the dark exile of the prime evils to our mortal realm.
Yeah, that's an interesting bit of lore tidbit. That implies that Belial's actually, like, the big reason why Asmodan's a piece of shit, basically, to the prime evils the whole time. It was Belial all along.
Captain of the Guard, you are hereby ordered to send a band of your most loyal men to secure the Qasim outpost. Control of the city hangs by a thread. The commoners are becoming restless, and it is imperative that we subdue them. Remain vigilant, for there may already be an outsider within our borders looking to stir up trouble.
Is that me? Am I the outsider stirring up trouble?
I need you to open the gate.
You must be mad. But if you're intent on rushing headlong to your death, talk to Captain David down in the command post. He's got the gate key.
I know they tried to spell David with a Y to make it look more, like, fantasy-y, but I can't get over that. He's just, like, Captain David. Like, you have all these, like, fantasy name characters, and then it's like, oh yeah, and that's Dave. That's just Captain Dave over there.
Here you are.
Butterfly
delivered
lady.
unto me as a sacrifice. A gift from Lord Belial.
A trap.
Or he's setting you up to fail.
No! He would never betray me! Strike her down!
I'm betraying you. No, you. What? No. Impossible. How dare you Uno reverse card me? How dare.
Not a moment too soon. They plan to sacrifice us to Belial. Iron Wolves, take back the town!
So now we get to help the Iron Wolves.
We've been discovered.
They're all snake people. They're all lizards. Here we go. They're all snakes. Snack people.
Did Magda go to Alcarnus?
Yes, we've heard rumors of a horrible slaughter there.
Captain Dave, you look just like that other guy. It's okay. Captain Dave has unlocked the door for us. Yeah, they're all sneaky snacks. Sneaky snacks. Yeah, we really are gonna breeze through a lot of Act 2 already. Let's see, I think there's a lore book up here. Oh. Doink. Where is that lore book? I know it's around here somewhere. Just have a conga line of enemies, I can kill them all at once.
This will be weakness consumes you.
Foolish fools! You wandered into my corpse area. I don't know what to call this place. You're off to sleep. Good night. Have a good night, Nectarine! Ooh! Thank you for the raid. Oh! Hello? A legendary weapon? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to bump up to... We're definitely bumping up to expert next time. Oh no! I'm about to do so much more damage now. I'm gonna be doing like... Oh my god. I'm gonna be doing... like over 500% more damage. Oh no. Yeah! Like a makeshift graveyard, yeah. But yeah, have a good rest of your night, Nectarine. Get good sleep. Get good rest. Have sweet dreams. Where is that book?
This world can abide you no longer.
I don't see it. Oh well. Well, the Road to Alcarnus also spawned in a different area than usual, so maybe the book's just not here. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I think it's over here. It was. I found it.
The Valorous manuscript lists Asmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear.
Dun dun dun. So yeah, Belial's the brains, Asmodan is the muscle. Bet Asmodan gave himself that title. Probably. Hello? What is this text stuck? Oh, no, it's fine. I always break everything. I should just be used to it by now. Oh yeah, I'm annihilating everything now. I can't raise the difficulty unless I quit. So nope, we're just stuck with being OP as fuck. Oops. Incredible, one weapon changes everything. Challenge, gun.
Help us! You can't leave us here!
Of course not. I shall free you.
The gods have answered my prayers.
Dead. Dead. Everything is dead. Nothing is a threat anymore. Until I make everything a threat again next time. There, I've saved you all. I'm a hero. I'm the hero you've all been waiting for, even though most of you are dead except for those 8 people I saved. Hey, Harambe Man! Welcome in! Happy Wednesday! Which one of you took my Whopper meal? Quad Whopper? Is that 4 Whoppers, or like 1 Whopper with like 4 patties in it?
This world can abide you no longer!
Hope you're having a good night! And hopefully you're not eating too many burgers, because if you're eating 4 Whoppers, I feel like that's a lot. Like, oh, okay, here's another example. kind of the same thing. There's like interesting set pieces like over here, but the lighting makes it so it doesn't stand out at all. It's like blink and you miss it. Like all the stuff on the edges, it's all tonally like the same color as like the floor, the buildings they're next to. The lighting just doesn't do any favors to this environment. Like, it's a shame. They could have done more. They could have done more with this. Like, for an area that's, like, covered in, like, some amount of blood, this isn't nearly enough. This isn't nearly what I would expect. Tut tut. These demons are not working their asses off like I would expect them to. Really terrible decorators.
Magda, such sad, sad tales have reached me of your truly abysmal failure to stop the enemy at the casino outpost. But at least the enemy's spy is being found. Once we eliminate her and her allies, this obnoxious little world will fall to me, and perhaps you, if you survive.
It'll fall to me, and maybe you. Great time playing Call of Duty Mobile and reach the master rank for the 6th time? Damn! I imagine that'd be pretty hard on mobile especially. Damn, you must be like an expert. That's pretty awesome. It's boss time! We get to kill my least favorite character. My least favorite boss in this game.
Your death draws near. It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah.
What?
Soon,
Oh no!
her power shall be his.
Oh no, I'm devastated!
No.
No. Oh no. I didn't mean to kill her that fast, I swear.
I am overburdened.
I swear there's more to that fight sometimes. Damn. Yeah, that was
my bag is full.
Very underwhelming. God, way to flex on the boss. Again, I'm hold on, me. Just to see. Where details? Where's my EXP gain? 0% bonus experience. I'm trying my hardest not to over level, and it's impossible in this game. Butterfly got caught.
I am returning to town.
Like, holy shit. Like, you have to put effort in this game to not... Wait, hold on. Movie time. Hey, Tuesday!
Chaldeum is still in peril.
Happy Thursday, 'cause it's Thursday now here.
Before she died, Magda revealed that Belial's treachery goes even deeper than we suspected.
It was very handy-dandy of her to tell us all this stuff. But kind of every villain in this game has the bad habit of, like, monologuing, like, cartoon villain style, like, everything.
I got some new things. I can't believe what people throw away.
Can't
I want to buy
believe.
some of it.
Hold on. But yeah, how are you doing, Tuesday? Hope you're having a good night. Happy Thursday! It is now, officially, as of right now, it is this midnight on the dot. I don't want to use any of this. Yeet! Throw it all in the garbage. In the trash. The trash man. Let me grab the things I couldn't pick up before. Okay.
I am returning to town.
Actually, wait. Let's look at this. Let's look at this arena. Let's look at this boss arena real quick, since we killed her incredibly fast. Doing well, but getting used to my new glasses. Yeah, that's right. Hope they're suiting you well. How can the villagers be so calm with a bunch of undead monsters walking around? It's just a normal Tuesday for them for some reason. So let's see. We got some body parts and some vents. Big convenient circle. Little blood splatter. I don't know. I'm underwhelmed. I'm a bit underwhelmed by this arena. not nearly enough body parts, not really gruesome looking. It's just a big, sandstony, like, arena.
I need to go back.
I'll give it a 4 out of 10 for the arena. It's been great. Never realized how bad my vision was. Oh, that must be such relief, being able to like see clearly for like the first time in a while. It's a mood.
I killed Magda. While we fought, she claimed that Belial used the Imperial Guard to capture Leah.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial
Hey,
Guard.
Drowning Moon. Hello.
We need to get into the city.
Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good
Ashura
night.
might be able to help.
Yeah, I need to update that with a more recent holiday, probably. What would be the next one? What would be the next holiday? 4th of July? I don't really care about that. Halloween? I'm trying to think what else is between now and Halloween. But I hope you're doing well, Drowning Moon. I'm a pro when it comes to using my dingo. My LMG is my... What? I don't know what that's referencing. Throw American flags. Get pelted by flags. I guess it is past midnight. And we are at a pretty decent stopping point since we just beat Magda. Yeah. Let me toss the rest of these in the trash. And then I think we're good to look for somebody to raid. Let me sell these. There we go. So yeah, we made a pretty decent amount of progress tonight. Let's see, got my glasses and was like, wait, things aren't supposed to be blurry and further away you are like a render distance? One of the newest guns in COD. Oh, a gun called a dingo. Like a t-shirt cannon of patriotism. I'm sure someone's gonna come up with something like that for TITS. Man, I don't know. Would I add something like that? Maybe it was like something like sparklers or like fireworks. Maybe that. I'd do that. If we're going Sabbats, Letha is next. I'm not sure I understand what that's referencing either. Hold on. Let's go over here, just in case things crash and stuff. Okay, exit. Please don't crash, please don't crash. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're Gucci. Alright, let's look for somebody to raid. Which browser should I use? Let's try Edge. I'm gonna cross my fingies on Edge. Let's try this. And then let's see who's online. No! Pause. I don't want to hear my own voice. No! One fear. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that's what the summer equinox is called. Letha. Is it Litha or Letha? Would have joined earlier, but was playing with my brother. I hope you had fun, though. Ooh, he's got a few people on. Ooh. Ooh. I'm torn. Okay, we're getting a poll. That's not the button I want. Manage poll. New poll. Question mark. Let's see. Thank you for the stream. No problem. I mean, I love playing this game. I might I might vent a lot while playing it with with the story specifically, but I like this game. I have my issues with it, but I still like it. I've poured too many hours into it to not. I can't say I hate it after pouring that many hours in. Let's see. Paradise Killer. Dredge. I've seen a lot of people playing Dredge. It's like a fishing game, right? It's like, but like a cool fishing game, from what I've heard. Any other options I want to throw in there? I think we'll keep it simple. I think just two options. I think. Alright. Poll is up. Vote, vote, vote. Let's see. Say Letha, but I'm not sure. Letha, okay. But yeah, I didn't know that the summer solstice had a name. Dredge is really cool. Yeah, there's not very many fishing games that... Well, I guess I've never really played like a dedicated fishing game. I played fishing mini games in games. Not very many that I've liked, but, you know, dealt with for the whatever thing I was fishing for. Like, Stardew or Animal Crossing. But not like a dedicated fishing game. But I've heard really cool things about this one. And it looks like, it looks like I might have influenced the poll a little bit, because it looks like Dredge is a very clear winner. But what's Paradise Killer? Oh, it's a Switch game.
Greetings, stranger.
Ooh.
Dragon Kirill 13 is now following.
Oh, hello? Dragon Kirill? Hello! Thank you for the follow! Welcome in! You're just in time for us to raid out, but thank you so much for the follow. I'll be on again, Hey Justin! Oh no! I'm sorry, Justin. Yeah, it's late. If I want to be able to stream tomorrow, I gotta actually, like, get some rest, and I can't over stream again. Because that's what happened last week. I streamed for 6 hours by accident, and I was, like, dead. So, no overstreaming this time. But alright, we're raiding. Let me make sure they're not ending soon, actually. Let me make sure. I don't think they are. Where are they? Where'd they go? They didn't end right. Oh, wait, there they are. Oh, no, we're good. We're raiding. Raiding Faye! He's playing fishing! Yeah, I feel that. You get some great rest. Yeah! More rest and more working on my outfit so I can try and finish it by June. Somehow. But I'll try. You know, yeah, you won't know until you try. I've done more insane things before. Technically, my bat model, I didn't, like... aside from, like, some minor, like, body rigging updates, I basically made that model in, like a week. Before, like, what was it, Christmas of last year or something? Absolutely insane. I need to update that model. Well, we'll see. But have a great rest of your night or day, everybody. Stay hydrated, stay safe. I'll be back tomorrow with some Resident Evil 1, Director's Cut, non-DualShock version. Saturday we're starting Star Wars Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2 Mysteries of the Sith. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a little late for me the 4th, but whatever. And Sunday we're watching Fern Gully on Discord. Yeah. Oh, raid message. Here, you can just spam the dancing emotes for now until I figure out a raid message. Here we go. Okay. But yeah, good night, everybody. Have a good rest of your night or day. Good night. Love you all. Bye. Good night. Good night.